God. Mic input, Yeti Classic. Okay. Okay, give us a second. We're going through some not lock. Properties.
So is it just you that gets muted, or is it the rest of us?
No,
Everyone.
like
He
can
mutes
hear
us.
it, but no, my system doesn't do it properly.
We're
But
good
Ethan doesn't
apparently.
know how to technology.
I do. I just got so
System
much on.
doesn't
Thank you
do
very
it.
much. Screw you guys. That's it. TPK tonight.
Okay, go for it.
Let's start again, shall we? Welcome to the Mimic Loaf stream. Yeah, we're going to be continuing Astral Adventures of the Astral Sea. Session number 17 tonight, which is 18, sorry.
18.
Session
Ooh,
17 was
illegal.
the last one. Yeah, we're legal now.
Oh, that made me feel yucky.
Yeah, welcome to everybody in the chat. Hello. Blah 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 blah. Yep. Thumbs up.
Goodness.
The first time just got me socials, that's right. If you haven't already, we've got an Instagram running at Mimic Loaf. It is curated by our lovely Samala. Yeah, jump on there because there's some pretty cool information, background information about... Yeah, shut up, guys. Leave me alone. I do it the first time perfectly, and then the second time I just fucks everything up.
Just get the audio right the first time, man.
All right, all right.
Let's keep going.
What were you announcing?
I was announcing that as the streamers, the people watching for the first time, or our constant people, Vi has her camera on today. So say hello, Nat.
Hi. This is what I look like in person.
In real life.
Yeah.
IRL.
IRL.
Yeah, without further ado, I guess we'll go to recap. Hold on. I'll go to recap and I'll make sure all my audio's right. And then we'll go from there. Okay. I'll give you a heads up when you're ready to go, Jackson.
Okay.
Okay.
So do I just wait?
Oh, that's not Jackson.
Oh, that's me.
That's you. You want to do recap real quick while I'm fiddling with this?
I don't have it in front of me, but Jackson is about to do a lovely recap from the location
Once again on location.
There he is.
Is it me now?
Hashtag so professional.
Can I start?
Yeah, you definitely can.
Okay, well, before I start the recap, obviously, like every week, we want to thank our wonderful, wonderful sponsors over at Stabby Joe & Co. They have just recently released some Mimic Loaf X Stabby Joe & Co. collab merch. It's pretty sick. I know some insider information that there is some new designs in the pipeline, on the way. So keep an eye out for any new designs. But yeah, head on over to Stabby Joe & Co. Use code MIMIC5. That's MIMIC and the number 5 for 5% off your order. So yeah, once again, thank you to the wonderful folks over at Stabby Joe & Co. And without further ado, we shall get into the recap. So the session began with a party in combat with Vimbria and her bandits, with the party trying to save the other civilians who were caught in the crossfire. In the melee, Azoth managed to rush Vimbria down, stabbing her through the chest with his glaive. At the same time, Zil cast lightning lure around her neck and pulled, severing her head from her body, which caused Zil to vomit profusely. Meanwhile, the bandits in the room were advancing on the civilians, while the party tried their hardest to hold them off. Unfortunately, some bandits got through the party's defensive line and managed to kill one of the civilians, Forik, the assistant quarry master. During this combat, Guili's druidic powers were returned to her by the mysterious being that they approached in their vision while floating in the water in the quarry. However, whenever Guili used their druidic powers, a strange nature-themed signature appeared. As combat continued, some of the bandits jumped from the windows in Vimbria's office to escape the party, but the ones left weren't fortunate enough to escape the wrath of the party. While they cleaned up the rest of the bandits left, Reeve, another one of the civilians in the room, unfortunately succumbed to his wounds and died. As soon as combat ended, the party picked through the dead, desperately trying to find some diamonds so that Sol could bring the 2 civilians back to life. While searching through the dead, Azoth tore Vimbria's plate armor from her body to use himself. While the party was searching through the bodies, Charbok and Venos discussed whether or not they should chase the bandits that escaped through the windows. As this was all happening, a group of miners appeared at the door, drawn there by the commotion. Luckily, one of the miners happened to have a diamond on them from the mines, which Sol used to cast Revivify on Forik. Venos prayed for Reeve to find home and for Vimbria to wander endlessly. As he said this, Venos saw Vimbria's soul appear before him and was subsequently swallowed up by an Iron Maiden. After this had all happened, Azoth approached Sol with the breastplate he stole from Vimbria's corpse. Casting in large and heat metal, Sol managed to mold the plate metal to fit Azoth, and the magic used in this process enchanted it with the ability to resist fire. Charbok picked up Vimbria's severed head from the ground and tied it to his waist as a trophy of the encounter. The party decided to stick around for Reeve's funeral while Charbok followed a trail of blood left by one of the bandits and eventually found his corpse. The session ended with Vi and John having an in-depth discussion about a god that John used to know and Vi's insecurities about her place in the party as well as her fears about her missing memory. End scene.
Thank you for that, Jackson. Real quick shout out to 7 Dungeons. Thank you for the follow mid recap. That's how good your recaps are, Jackson. You just
I know, what can I say?
bringing all the people in.
You should drink a VB every night.
Yeah.
Definitely the technical
That's not what
difficulties
I'm
that
not
just snagged him in.
I'm not drinking VB. I don't know what you're talking about.
Vegemite bitter.
This is not alcohol.
Ew.
Yum.
Cool. So without further ado, that's where we'll kick things off. So I believe
I'm gonna kill you.
I do.
Say properly, please.
I do. Do.
I'd rather that.
Do.
Without further ado, I believe you guys were bedding down for the night, if I remember correctly. Or did you still have something to do the day that you killed Vimbria?
No.
You said that it was still very early in the day.
I mean,
we did wake up, kill Vimbria, but we're all fucking
So I
wrecked.
feel like I could go back to sleep after doing that. You know,
Yeah.
all the adrenaline would
day
be
nap.
fine.
Yeah. Cool.
Right.
Sweet.
Well,
So you all head down to back to the Griswold Stronghold rooms. How are you guys doing your rooms?
I assume because John and I had a good old D&M that we'd probably be in a similar room.
Yep.
I want a
Cool.
one big bed.
Yeah, one big bed. One big bed. Big bed. One big bed.
All right.
We know what we like, okay?
Yeah, I know what you like. Cool. Sweet. You guys you hobble back there easily. Get into your rooms. You can try and have a long rest. I will ask for Ali to roll a wisdom saving throw. However.
Oh,
No.
Maybe it's not a smart idea for me to keep sleeping in the same bed as Ollie.
Why don't you want to sleep
You're gonna
with
be
me?
molested by
Because
him.
you'll kill him.
Demon, it's just fine.
No, I think we should just have Ollie relegated to her own bed so when she has her
No.
nightmare, she doesn't wake up and kill anyone again.
No. I called to you all in my sleep last time, so it doesn't matter. It's just it's an 11.
11. Okay. So
We're about to go to sleep, right? I'm gonna wild shape into a direwolf and curl up around Ollie.
that only lasts for an hour, but
I know.
sure. Yeah. So you all bed down for the night, or for the day. Daytime, right?
Mhm.
And it goes by without any issues
Thank God.
That you know of.
that you know of. So you can all mark off a long rest.
Sick.
Yes, Charpok, you had your hand up.
Nah, never mind. I think I should just rest and do nothing fun.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Shut up.
whatever.
Right.
You guys wake up and head down. You can order breakfast if you'd like. It will cost. Oh no, wait, no, it won't because it's the Griswold estate. It won't
Yeah,
cost you
fucking-
anything to order
Safe.
breakfast.
Ice cream, please.
Yep, and the maids are like, very well. We will bring it to you shortly. You
A
guys
little
are
bit
in.
of cinnamon.
Very well. You guys are in the eating hall. Feel free to have any discussions while food's being prepared.
As oh no, you go first, John.
I just wanted to bring forward some information that I forgot to mention. When talking to the shopkeeper of the gem store, he did mention a rumor of the crystal enclave. Apparently there used to be a legendary weapon hidden inside of the crystals. Maybe if we have some time, we could have a quick investigation.
Oh, that sounds fun.
I mean, we don't have much else.
Weapon.
Zill's ears prick up. He's like, "Oh, did someone say legendary weapon?"
I mean, we don't have much else to do here. I think we should head back when possible, but we may as well stop off at the crystal.
For a
My thoughts,
legendary
exactly.
weapon.
What type of weapon? Is it like
From memory, it was a sword, I believe.
is it like a sword no stone, like the Arthurian legend?
Perhaps.
What is Arthurian legend? Hmm?
Oh, do you guys don't know? Oh.
I don't think I read.
Well, maybe you should. It would help improve your character.
What do you
I don't
say?
think we have friends.
What do you say? Never mind.
That
Are you
everyone
saying he's
can
not
learn from a
built
good
already?
book.
Well, I mean, I've read profusely, and I don't think it's improved my character at all. So,
I concur.
Yeah, but you're pompous because you're royal.
I do have an AO3 account.
John, is there anything else that this shopkeeper mentioned, or was there anything at this shop that may interest us?
It was a simple gem cutting shop. Unless we would like to try and buy some gems of some
Diamonds?
sort.
Diamonds.
I believe they could possibly have some.
I think
Yeah.
diamonds are a good idea given what we've just been through.
It's
it
right next to the
happens
shop,
to
so why
be-
not?
Yes.
Cool.
Alright, let's eat our weird game meat. Is like chomp into a big piece of steak and then was like, let's head out.
Sweet. You guys head over to. You going straight to the Crystal Conclave or going to Hayden's hut?
I think we'll go to the gem shop first, since it's
Yeah.
on the way.
Cool. Sweet. Yeah, so you head to Hayden's shop. As you walk in, you see, well, as you walk up to the building, you see wall to wall like glass cabinets, all with like intricately made carved crystals, turning them into like swans, into cats, like into a whole bunch of different shapes and sizes. You see hunkered over the main desk, an Earth Genasi, currently like the pale greenish skin. You can see a few cracks around the forehead area. He's currently like hankered over the desk, currently carving into some gem. He kind of like lifts his head up as you guys walk into the building. He's like, "What can I get you?"
Hiya!
Yeah,
hi.
hi, it's me again. I came to get a gem cut from you a few days ago.
Yes, I do remember, yes.
Me and my party here were wondering if maybe perhaps you had some diamonds for sale, perhaps around the price of 300 gold.
I do have a couple, yes.
How many is a couple?
Two. A couple.
Okay, done. We'll take them. But I do need change. I'm going to put my platinum on the table, and I expect the change.
A platinum's only worth 10 gold pieces.
Wait, is it?
Yeah.
Platinum's for 100 gold pieces. Oh no!
I put down 1 copper.
Ash's
Expect
camera's
change.
gone out too.
where's my change, bitch?
No!
No,
foil!
Gwilly's out. Gwilly's out.
Wait,
Willie's gone.
I
Bye,
don't have
Shirley.
300 GP. Sorry, friends.
Um,
I thought I did. That was going to be cool.
I have
I don't have very much gold.
I don't think I've got much either.
164 gold pieces. So I got like half.
Hear me out. What if we robbed him?
No.
Did you say that out loud?
I didn't say I was just me. I'm just
Oh boy.
Yeah,
As the
I've-
robot?
A little
No,
man, a
I've
little
got
birthday
nothing.
boy.
really be useful.
Sorry.
I approach Hayden
Yep.
and say, is there any chance that you could potentially lower the price of these diamonds for us?
Make a
You
persuasion
know-
check.
Oh, we
Can I
roll
guidance?
always.
Yes.
Can I guidance as well?
No, you can't stack guidance.
God, that'd be nice.
Persuasion.
If only.
I just walk up and pat Zill on the back.
And that's a D4, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know whether you heard, Gwilly, but your camera is all weird.
That is not good. That is
Yeah, that's not
Jesus Christ.
Hello.
I rolled a 2 plus 3
You're gonna want to make
plus
it
7,
smaller.
so that's 12.
12.
Hey, that's not bad.
He kind of, you see him think for a second, and he's like, I could probably take 50 gold pieces of each one,
Look, hey, come on, guys, 50 gold pieces. I
but
did something.
you have to
I-
buy 2.
I do not have a lot of gold. I'll put 20 down if someone can help me.
I can cough up 1 platinum piece.
So
Wait.
we've got 30 gold
Wait.
pieces so far.
Shall we
Nathan,
see?
Nathan,
Yes.
could I just noticed that I have the magical guidance. Whenever I fail ability check, I can spend 1 sorcery point to reroll the d20.
Yep.
Can I do that?
Sure.
Cool.
Spend your
Give me
sorcery
a second.
point and give me the new total.
Do I still get my guidance?
The same roll as what you rolled with the guidance.
Yeah, so 3. Sick. Okay. Come on.
Natural one.
It's a natural one.
And do you have to use the new one, or do you get advantage?
Let me have a so funny. And you must use the new roll.
Okay, so in
That's
that
amazing.
case, so you kind of like,
For initiative?
you kind of like saying it to him, and he's like, I'm sorry, but there are 300 gold pieces.
Oh, fuck.
Well,
Okay. Sorry,
by the
guys.
looks of it, we might have come back, guy.
Okay, is there anything else you guys need?
Yes.
Um,
Sorry,
I
Doug.
I believe you had some information about a sword kept within the Crystal Enclave.
Yes, it's more of a poem really than a story, but I can read you the poem.
Please.
He then reads out a poem. I'm not going to do it in the voice,
Do it in the
because
voice.
Do the roar.
fine, do the roar.
Love you, Daddy.
I love you, daddy. Okay, he goes, a warrior's sword, a lethal friend, trapped in crystals, its battles end. But still it glows, a beacon bright, a symbol of its wielder's might.
Would you perhaps know if there's any truth to this poem?
I've gone on different accent there. I've been in and out of the Crystal Conclave quite a bit. I've never seen said sword.
Insight check?
Sure.
Guidance.
3 plus, come on, you can do it. So it's plus 7, so that is 12 plus 3, 15.
He definitely seems like he's telling the truth.
Yes, I believe I might investigate for myself. Thank you for your help.
Sorry,
And
we're broke.
It's okay. A lot
Speak
of the
for yourself.
miners are broke around here.
Shame.
Drew had his hand up before.
This flavor shit, all good.
Okay.
What flavor was it?
Vanilla.
Ooh. Yes, Zil?
I'd like to ask Hayden.
Yep.
Say, well, who do you sell these gems and diamonds and stuff to if all the miners are broke?
Well, most of them kind of end up back at Edward Griswold. Have you met Edward Griswold?
Yes,
worked
we have
him.
we have had the pleasure.
Yeah, so that most of my best artworks end up with him.
Right. Okay.
Well,
Okay.
we happen to be meeting him sometime soon. We will share your graces with him.
Perhaps you'd like to give us a gift of a diamond, perhaps 300 gold pieces, a diamond worth 300 gold pieces to bring to him.
He just like looks at you, just staring.
Ooh, I'll take my leave. Ooh, tough crowd.
Thank you again for your time.
You're welcome. You guys leave and head to the Crystal Conclave?
Yeah.
Awesome. So you guys head to the Crystal Conclave. Like I've described before, it is this like large lake. All the walls are surrounded and covered in crystals. All the flooring of the lake itself, so like underneath the water, the bed of the lake is crystal, so it's almost impossible to get into and swim. However, luckily Gwilly has been here before, and they know the right spot to get in at, so they can definitely
stripping
show
down
you
immediately.
how to
I'm
get into the
confused why
water
no
if
one
you'd
else
like
is
to get
joining
into the
me.
water. And there is that center column of crystals that seem to almost go up into. They're quite a lot taller than the rest of them.
How far away are those columns, and is there like a shore or an entryway? Is there somewhere where you can like get onto where the columns are?
Not without going onto one of the columns themselves.
But like, how far away would that be?
Probably a good, I don't know, 20, 25 feet.
I'm gonna use Misty Step, and I'm just gonna yeet.
Yep, cool. To the center columns.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. So you guys vanish and reappear at the center columns. There is nowhere for you to stand, so I will ask for dexterity saving throws, please, or you fall into the water.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a big yikes from Soul. That's a 4.
Sorry?
16 from me.
Cool.
13.
So Venos, you...
Wait, before, if they fall into the water,
Yeah.
will they be impaled on crystals and die?
No.
Okay.
Can
cool.
they?
Continue.
Yes. Venos, you zip into across onto one of these things, and you manage to latch on. Luckily, John was right behind you and manages to latch onto you. Sol, however, falls back completely into the water and is now slowly sinking to the bottom of the Crystal Conclave.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm turn around to Venos and be like, I will leave this one with you, and I'm gonna jump in and try and drag him back up.
Don't stress. I don't think he needs to breathe.
Cool. You swim, you
Just
jump
be
off
safe.
and swim down, grabbing Sol from underneath the armpits and trying to get up. He gets a little bit of buoyancy, but not enough to keep him up. He is currently like sinking.
I'd
Still.
jump in. By this point, I also jump in.
Cool.
Yeah.
I would like
God damn it.
do something.
Cool.
Could I please wild shape into a giant octopus?
Sure. You can definitely do that.
Do I need to roll?
Yes, you need to roll a d20.
How far down's the bottom?
It's a good like 30, 40
9.
feet. Cool. With you feel it like restrain you a little bit, and like your skin like begins to shapeshift wrong, but then it corrects itself, and you turn into a giant squid.
Giant octopus.
Octopus. Sorry, I thought you said squid.
No,
Cool. Can
squid
I
octopus, what's the
go
difference?
get Soul?
Octopi.
You can definitely go down and grab Soul. Whoever's trying to pick him up, I just need strength checks. Azoth, you've like full jumped in. You're beginning to sink a little bit yourself, being the fact that you're wearing plate armor.
Oh yeah.
So
But I'm a
Athletics or
giant
strength?
octopus.
Strength
Can
or
I get
athletics is
advantage on
fine.
that for
So
being a giant
athletics.
octopus, please?
Does the octopus get advantage on it?
I'm in water. I feel like
No.
I can make an argument for that.
No.
So I'm going to try and lift it with my roll, and if I start struggling, I'm going to activate my arms and then get the extra strength to try and lift him up afterwards.
Yeah, cool.
So if I can't lift him, I'll activate it afterwards. So it's
Okay.
an 18 to begin with.
Sweet. Azoth?
I got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah, sweet. So between you
jumped into it.
guys and Ali?
I was there. I got a 19.
Okay, cool.
I got a 9.
Between the three of you, like this giant octopus is just like getting in the way, and the tentacles are just like flailing around, and you've got to like slap them in little spots out of the way. But between the three of you, you manage to get Sol up onto one of the crystals in the center, to a point where he's no longer in the water and he's no longer sinking.
Thank you,
Good job, guys.
everybody.
We saved the party.
End of the campaign. Sol is safe. Yes, Charfok.
So explain it to me again. So there's like little tiny crystals, like not platforms, but just like jagged crystals popping out of the water and everything.
Yeah, tiny little, like, you can see like the points of the crystals slightly breaking the water's surface, but underneath the water itself, there is no like rock floor or anything. It is just completely crystals. Think of it like, you know those geodes that you snap open and it's like all the crystals on the inside of it? Think of
so it
that
just sparkles.
as a bowl, but just full of water. So it's
And
just
in the
like
center-
sparkles and jagged bits of
and in the
crystal.
center is this big fucking
Yeah, is this big multicolored spire almost, made of the same crystals that are abundant in this area.
How far is this big crystal formation?
It's about 25 feet away from the shore.
Okay. If I use Zephyr Strike, would I get advantage, seeing as that increases me into very, very speedy boy?
Sure. Maybe advantage on
Can
what?
I try and catch
You're trying to
him?
run on the water?
No, I want to leap from little tiny rock platform and using all 6 limbs to basically grab, jump.
Okay, cool. I'll get you to do a perception first to see if you can like see the spikes enough for you to know which ones to step on.
Guidance.
If he makes it to me, I'll put out an arm to try and catch him.
Okay.
Didn't roll great.
Sorry, I realized you can't see my hand because of the blurriness. Could first thing while they're trying to rescue Sol, Vi will go. I'm pretty useless in this situation, but I want to help. Just not strong. And then she'll sit down and try to cast Detect Magic for the region.
Yeah, cool. You don't get off any pings of Detect Magic other than the ones that are around, like your party members.
Party members. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
15 total. I didn't roll great.
Okay, so then make me I want to say a dexterity check, like just a straight out dex check. Unless you want to do acrobatics. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. I will guidance again.
Real quick question.
Yeah.
Is there like a center pillar?
Yeah.
Like a crystal pillar?
Yeah.
I am on
How
the
tall is
central
it?
pillar.
It spans probably about, from what you can see above the surface, it's probably about 50 to 60 feet tall.
Okay. And is it flat on the top?
No, it's pointed and jagged.
Right. Okay.
24 acrobatics.
Yeah, sweet. So you managed to, having cast Zephyr Strike, you managed to like almost ninja warrior your way across the water, almost slipping on the last bit, but Venos puts out his hand and you guys like do the whole like Spartan
swing you
grip.
into the wall.
Cool.
Yeah,
Job
and swing you into
son
the
of a
thing.
bitch.
Cool. What are the rest of y'all doing? Sol? Or who had their hand up first?
Go Sol.
Sol?
I would like to cast Plant Growth and just have like 100 feet worth of lily pads that I can walk across.
Sure.
Is it sink again?
Yeah, lily pads don't offer
So it's the spell specifically says it becomes thick and overgrown.
That's
So if I was-
still not how lily pads work.
Rule of cool.
Why not like big vines from like the bottom that like straight up?
I was thinking, yeah, like big lots of camp.
Oh, so hang on a second.
I'll
Can
swim
you-
over with anyone who wants to, by the way.
I can ritual cast floating disc, and it can carry up to like 500 pounds. So I'm gonna sit down and be like,
Nice.
try to-
Before anybody
They're not
goes any
floating.
further, is there even any? I just want to ask. Now that Charpok and I are up here, is there actually anything up there? Is there an entrance? Is there a thing, or is it just a big spiky crystal?
You can make a perception check. Or
Can we both?
investigation check. Yeah, you can both, yeah.
That would be a 18.
That is a 28.
Cool. Venos, you look this thing over and it's just crystal, man. It's just crystal. Charpok, however, you look this thing over and you can see a small glint of something in its center that seems to be blocking the outside light.
Is there? But we don't see an entrance. Is that?
You don't
correct?
see an entrance. You don't see. There's no like crack or anything like that into the actual thing itself.
I'm gonna yell that out to everybody. I'm gonna say, now that we're up here, I don't actually see any way into here. I don't think there's anything up here, guys.
Yes, I totally agree.
Sneaky bastard.
Since
Sneaky
I'm
little
in
bug.
the water, since I'm in the water now, when I save soul, can I have a look at the base of the crystal underneath the water and have a swim around and see if I can see anything at the base level of the crystal?
Yeah, you can make a investigation or perception. Gwilly?
I want to also do that, except I'm an octopus, so I feel I should be able to see everything.
That's not how octopuses work.
So I've got the disc
well,
up and
more
ready
than a
if you
human
wanna step
swimming.
on it and move you around.
I'd like to think that I just go to step off onto my plants, but can you catch me with the disc and then I just float away?
And I'm just like running around the edge trying to make sure
I'm
it's all good.
fully convinced that the plants are going to work. So.
Can I also step onto the floating disc with Soul?
Yeah. You should
Cool.
definitely should be able to. 16?
19.
19, cool. Yous both like do the swim around and the look. Yous don't see any like entrances or any kind of. It's just all thick, hard crystal.
Love it.
Because Zephyr Strike lasts for a whole minute until I make an attack.
Yep.
Can I fucking zoom straight over to that place where I saw that little tiny glint?
It's in that center column. In the actual
In
crystal.
the center of the center.
Yeah, but I'm talking like I run over to like a zoom straight up to the glass and just dink, straight onto the glass.
You
let us
already
know?
were like right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Have you
well,
let us know about that?
No.
well, now that I'm doing that, I'll be like, I think that's very good there.
I would like to thoroughly investigate right at the bottom of the sensor column.
Okay. I'm gonna yell out, you might want to move for this Charpog, and I'm just going to cast Shatter where Charpog is.
Okay. Charpok, make a dexterity saving throw.
I already rolled, so I knew that was coming.
Can
Saving throw?
Yeah.
Oh, dirty 20.
30-20, yeah, easily. You manage to like look over as he's about to cast Shatter, and you're like, "Fuck!" And then you can either jump to one side into the water if you'd like.
I'd like to
Can I
jump
yell
up.
something out right before
I
I
feel
cast
like
the
I'm
spell?
holding onto the crystal, and I think it's kind of cool to cast Shatter just being like,
Can I just scream out to Venos before he casts the spell, or am I too late?
No, you can
'Cause
scream
I'm
out.
underwater.
Oh well, yeah, you are underwater, so no. You could scream out, but it'd be like. Yeah, okay. Roll the shatter damage, my guy. Roll the hit first, I believe, shatter, or is it just?
No.
Shatter
yeah, sweet.
is a con save of 14.
Yeah, okay. So just roll damage.
So that would be 3d8.
It's max damage, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because it's
take
an
that.
Oh, it's
object.
just max damage because it's not living. Is that right?
Yeah, I
Have a
think
look
so.
at the spell again.
So that'd be 24.
24.
Yeah. 24.
Cool. You guys watch as like this large crack appears in the crystal. In front of where he is holding it. It does the whole up through it. Yeah, sound effects. Got him.
We're talking like Ice Age, Skrill.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Crap, thank you very much.
I'll
Squirrel's name
have
is Crap.
anybody that is not at the center column. Like, so nobody that is directly up at the center column. Can you please make a perception check?
Okay.
16.
Yeah, that's a natural 1 for an 8.
Same.
Dirty 20.
Perception.
Is a natural 4 for a 5.
I got a dirty 20.
7. I got a 17.
Cool.
I
So
have a cat crying at my
Ali,
door.
Ali and Azoth, as well as Zil, you all notice that when that crack appears, the crystals in the back of the cave seem to dim and lose their vibrancy.
We'll just like yell from the shore to the people that are up there and be like, "Oh, you're breaking the lights. You're fucking with shit. What are you breaking?"
You're
There's
ruining the
something
magic.
in there, and I really want it. And I'm gonna summon my packed greatsword. Can I like summon that into the crack?
No, I'm pretty sure it says it has to summon into...
Do I have? I've got my normal sword. I'm gonna stick my normal sword into the crack.
Yeah.
And then just yell at Charpock a little help and see if we can and start like trying to pry the crack open. with the regular sword.
After the shatter happened, I jumped upwards, and then I'm just like clinging to the side of the rock, and then I'm like, okay. And I have my sword out from the rest of the Zephyr Strike. It does force damage now, so I just jam it in, and then we both try and twist it to the side.
Yeah, cool.
We're both trying to.
Both
I don't have a good feeling
both
about
roll
this now.
damage with your weapons, please. Yes, Azoth?
So like at this point, seeing shit change, I'd start trying to like take my plate armor off to try to do something, and then see them attack it and be like, "Oh well, fuck it, put it back on."
Yeah,
Sit
cool.
back down. I get my battle axe out and start carving more runes into the new weapon.
Yeah, sweet.
Fuck all! I did 4 damage.
Cool.
I did 9 damage with my
Cool.
force damage
The
as well.
crack deepens, and the lights from the back like dim more, and it starts creeping into the crystals in the sides.
Usually me just go like,
John at this point has swum out of the water, seeing the crack, and started swimming back towards shore. He's going to scream out, "I remember, guys, this is a landmark for the city. I do not think they would appreciate this."
Also,
now,
the guy with the key, mine's here, and if we fuck up the mine, we fuck up the key.
Question: can we hear the the poem again?
A warrior's sword, a lethal friend, trapped in crystal, its battle's end, but still it glows, a beacon bright, a symbol of its wielder's might.
So it's probably
Has
lying
Vi's
every
tech
bullet
magic
crystal.
gone off?
Yeah, actually has it.
Oh yeah.
Now that the-
So
now
now
that
that
the
there's a
crack is
crack,
open.
you're getting this faint feeling from the inside of the crack.
I'm gonna try
Can I
something.
tell what school of magic it is, or not really?
You don't know this school of magic.
Oh, guys, it's magical, but I don't know what type of magical is. That makes it really, really bad.
So both of our swords are still in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to do something, but we'll let Gwilly and Sol go first.
Well, can go first.
Sol?
Seeing that they're hell-bent on getting into this and don't seem like they're going anywhere, I'm going to walk up and cast Burning Hands and just put one hand either side of the crack.
Ooh, can I do something before
Heat
that
it up
then?
massively.
Yeah, cast Burning Hands and roll damage dice, my guy.
Shit, I was gonna do something.
I'm going to change his music.
That
'cause I
is
don't
a
think it really
great
fits it.
roll. 13.
13 damage.
Yeah.
Cool. You sticking your hands on it, you begin to heat it, and it begins to melt and give way with your hands. You're burning a hole in it, and it's making it more and more unstable. So the crack does get larger.
Does it get darker?
The outer rim, it begins to seep in closer to where you guys are, and it gets darker and darker.
So as
This
this is
area.
happening, not even thinking then, because it's starting to get darker and darker, I'm just like, oh, I can't see shit now. And I bring out the drift globe, and then I cast. Does the drift globe allow me to cast? I was going to cast like the big spell, right?
I don't think
Allows
it
me to-
allows you to cast it. I think it with its
No, it's one
within
charge.
its
It's one
activation,
charge
yeah.
of daylight, and then at will light.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I will cast light on my sword as I try and push it in further then. So my sword actually lights up.
I think it casts it on itself. It doesn't allow you to cast those spells. It itself, you use a charge and it glows. The drift globe itself glows.
Just insert the ball into the crack. With
Yeah.
The sword.
Oh, if that's the case, yeah, I'll just freaking have my sword in with one of my other small arms. I'll just have the ball there and I'll just cast light on it then.
Okay,
Boom.
cool. Roll damage for your weapon again. Gwilly, what were you gonna ask?
I was going to try and climb the pillar as an octopus.
Oh, you definitely
The
can.
octopus does not have a climbing speed.
Like a kraken,
But
just fucking tearing the.
I think that that's stupid and that an octopus should have a climbing speed.
Wouldn't it be a grapple for an octopus?
Yeah.
Can a giant
Oh.
octopus
This
grapple
is a
the
sucker.
crystal open like a fucking kraken?
So
So
I'm
it's
willing
very
to
small
wait to
octopus.
see what happens now because I can also like face up there anytime I want to.
Okay.
If we're actually like taking actions and not just
Well,
fucking
rub
around,
it in, why
let's
don't you?
proceed with the
Just
actions.
need a fucking-
Can we
Okay.
just appreciate how fucking terrifying it would be to see an octopus fucking just teleport?
Octopus can climb. Why is freaking D&D so
Wait.
dumb about octopus?
So I
Wait,
don't
wait,
think
wait,
you
I-
understand how the stats work. This is just so everybody knows. If a creature doesn't have a climb speed, it doesn't mean it can't climb. It just means it is considered difficult terrain and therefore takes double movement to climb.
I
It's the
know
same
that,
reason-
and that's stupid for an octopus.
Oh,
Can
whatever.
I just say that you also said that I'm an octopus and I should see everything, so I'm not sure which kind of side you want to go for here.
I just have a
Just
very
imagine
important.
octopus can swim and breathe underwater, so they should be able to see underwater because they don't have to breathe.
All right.
I have a very
Right,
important
right.
octopus-related question.
Yes.
Okay, so this crack smaller than the gap between Guili's eyes?
Yes.
Oh,
Well,
no.
Guili can fit because an octopus can fit in any gap that is smaller between the gap between its eyes because that is the
You mean
only
smaller or
bone in its
bigger, my
body.
love?
That is the only bone in its body. Get us the sword, Guili.
Also,
Jordy, I don't think you listened.
Max-
The crack is smaller than the gap between.
Oh, I thought you said it was bigger.
No, I said
Oh,
it's
no,
smaller.
it is smaller. No.
also max damage 10 points with
Cool.
one sword.
It cracks again, and you guys realize that the lights are completely out in the Crystal Conclave. It is
I cast
quite
daylight
dark.
with it then.
Yeah, and the
Has
drift
my-
globe is the only thing giving off light. in
No.
here.
I cast
Is this
daylight.
light?
Oh, you
myself.
cast daylight.
I go, it's like, oh, she even darker, and then daylight.
Yeah, so it
matters
is
not
now.
to
It
me.
is now normal. It looks normal. Everything looks normal.
Is the entire cavern?
The
Light
entire no, so just the entire Crystal Conclave cavern.
Okay.
Cavern.
Fuck, I was
It's
Is
like
the
dim.
Crystal Conclave lighting the rest of the
No,
camp?
it's not.
Yeah, no, that's
They
what I
have
was asking.
artificial
good.
lights
Yeah,
around.
fuck 'em.
As of
Azoth had his hand up, Peters. Azoth was
Is
waiting.
is anyone reacting if I'm sitting on the shore just casually carving some fucking weapons? Is anyone been paying
Like,
attention to what we're doing?
there's a
or-
couple of miners that like kind of walk past and give you guys the curious eye, but most of them are they're just too busy mining or getting about their daily stuff
Okay,
that
so it doesn't
they're
seem
not
like a-
even like they're
a
not even
strong-
they're not even watching intently. They kind of watch for a few seconds, give you a weird look, and then just kind of go about what they're doing.
Okay.
Realizing that
if they're not reacting. It doesn't seem like we're doing some shit on like sacred ground. I'll be casually carving and then just look to the side and I'll shoot an ice breath up on the thing too and do my little bit of damage.
Cool. Go ahead.
I just want to watch. I'm just watching with kind of like a morbid curiosity as to what
Imagine
happens.
if I
Like
had
when
my
you see like
teleport ones right
18
now.
cold damage.
18.
Yeah.
So you guys watch the crystal completely like dislodge, like almost like that kind of motion, and the water from inside the cavern begins to empty.
is it like when
You
someone
guys watch the
like,
water,
breaks an apple in half?
kind of, yeah. But you guys watch the water level; it is fastly draining.
TPK from impalement. Okay, we're all gonna
It's
die.
fastly draining. Yes, Ghoulie?
Can I follow the suction of the water draining to find out where the leak is?
Yep. It is leaking directly into the center column, into a large spot that you guys have cracked. You can just barely see like broken away rock underneath it. That must have been impacted from all the damage that you guys have done. Here's another note: as the thing has like clicked open, the single standing crystal that is there has like a small hilt wedged into the.
How big is
into
the
it.
hole
The hole is probably about like baseball
that
size.
the water's draining through?
Yeah, about baseball size.
That the water's draining through?
Yep,
Okay, I will... Am I underwater?
you are.
Okay, I'm gonna drop Wild Shape and then use Shape Water to freeze the water on top of that hole, which should stop the water draining.
Cool. It freezes in place, and the water stops draining.
Cool. Can I not drown, please?
Yeah. Venos?
So who sees the hilt?
Anybody that's on that center thing. So Charpok,
see that?
Venos, and Sol, I think.
I mean,
So
where's the floating disc? That's what I
I
want to know.
have two things I would like to do back to back, sort of like one action. I assume I can't. Can I climb over to it, or is it
You
too far
can,
away?
yeah. Like it's almost like in front of you. You've just got to kind of like hazardly step on a
Okay,
few of these
so I'm
crystals
gonna
to get
like
over there.
shimmy over to it. And then I'm not sure if I'm allowed to do this, so tell me if I cannot. Can I grasp it and then use the arms of Hadar to try and like muster all of that sort of like warlock magic strength to try and wrench it out of the stone?
So arms of Adar are uncontrollable
Use the
monstrosities.
tendrils of
Yeah,
It's just
so
like
they're
dark
just
energy,
flailing,
that's all it
wacky
is.
Yeah.
inflatable arm flailing
Okay,
tube
so
man.
they're just flailing arms. They're not like
Yeah.
controlled arms.
They're not
Okay.
controlled in any way, shape, or form.
Well,
Then
I'm
if
just
you
gonna
want
grasp
arms-
onto it, and I'm just gonna start pulling. I'm gonna try and
Okay.
pull.
If you want some wacky arms, I got 4 of them.
Make a athletics check. Vi, what's up?
Just before my tech magic drops, and this is being more exposed, have I got any more sense or feeling about the magical aura of this?
Yeah, so it is definitely this hilt.
Yeah.
It is a very, very potent, old type of magic.
Okay. I'm not a paladin. And I can't really sense, like, if it's like a cursed energy or if it's like a, like, if it's harmful.
I'll let
it
you do
just
an
enchantment?
Arcana check with
Yeah.
advantage because of detect magic.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Is it just enchantment?
Yeah, it's giving off mainly enchantment, but it's also got this really, really old, very old school.
First roll is a
Old
21.
school.
Second roll is a natural fucking 20.
Sick. So what would that be a total then?
27.
27. It's very hard to glean exactly what this is, purely because that it's such an ancient magic that you've never seen before. It doesn't give off cursed vibes,
Yeah.
but it is definitely, whatever it is definitely powerful.
That's code for it's a relic, and we should get John to look at it.
I'm just seeing how far away Identify is or whether.
God damn it! I just got a song stuck in my head now. Curse vibes.
Oh, it's okay, but not necessarily. But not necessarily cursed.
Yeah.
That's I was more like if someone touched this, is it fucked? All right. Well, I'm gonna yell out. It's kind of like I'm getting the vibe of like ancient magic, like really, really old stuff.
Oh, perfect! It's just like me. I'll help you, Venice.
I don't think it's cursed, but it's definitely that like something that we probably should get John to look at. If you bring it down here, when I assume you're gonna get it, I'll identify it for you.
It's okay. I'm pretty sure I'm cursed anyway, and I'm gonna keep going.
So
with my
athletics,
13,
and then Charpok, athletics.
No, it was my favorite.
Quick question.
Yes, Zil.
Where exactly is the floating disc that I was standing on?
You weren't standing on the floating disc.
Yeah, he
Yes, I was.
jumped on.
Definitely was.
Oh, you jumped on.
Like
yeah.
Soul, Zil is like hugging Soul, like back, like on the back of a bike.
It's a big enough disc, isn't it? It's a big disc, isn't it?
That is
How big's the disc?
not concentration, so it's just standing there, and it stays
Okay.
stationarily unless I move.
And the disc is
Did you move
tiny.
it?
Yeah,
They're pretty
Okay.
close to the crystal anyway.
it's pretty close. It is the disc itself.
The disc just stays by your side, to my
It's-
knowledge.
Yeah, it's within like I can cast it 30 feet away from me,
Hmm.
but if I move more than 20 feet away, it sort of moves with me, which is
Oh
what I
damn!
was
It's
trying to
3
do when I was
feet in
moving Soul.
diameter.
But
Yeah,
it's
it's
only
tiny.
about 3 feet in diameter. So if you jump
Pretty
on
sweet.
it,
Yeah.
you and Soul you'd be on top of Soul.
I'm like,
But it can hold
I'm
up
like,
to 500 pounds. So
Yeah.
Imagine
Soul
Magneto
is,
X-Men
you'd be
2.
like that.
He's escaping prison on his metal
yeah,
disc.
yeah, exactly. On Blood Iron.
I only got a 14 on athletics.
What's the command for the new follow thing?
New follow.
New follow.
We have a new follow. Who just followed us?
Jose Bosson? Jose Bosson?
Jose Boston. Thank you
Hello, Jose Boston. Thank you
the
for following.
join for the follow.
Drew on the cupboard wine.
My dog, she's asleep, but she's
Cool. So you guys are like pulling this out. What did you get for your athletics, Sharpok?
I only got a 14.
14. So between both of you, you managed to wedge the hilt out of this crystal.
Wedge it.
Yeah, as you do pull it from the crystal, the crystal that it was inlaid into collapses, breaking another hole in the floor, and the water completely drains very fast.
Okay.
Wait.
So are we in danger here then?
You are currently you feel the ground crumbling. You could be in danger if you could continue to stay on the platform that you are on.
All right, Vanos, we should fucking go.
Do you think you can get down by yourself?
Me? Yeah, I'll be fine. We're just gonna be quick.
Can I hold onto the sword just for a moment?
That's not important, but sure. What sword is it actually?
I'm just gonna like quickly like flick the sword like onto my back, and then I'm just gonna Raven step back to the Is there a stable platform still?
Yeah. So you can Raven step straight back to the shore.
I'm gonna Raven step back to the shore.
Cool. You zip straight over, and you're good to go. How is everybody else getting out of the water /
Pass it here. Pass
Or
it
the
here.
basin?
the basin?
You boys walking.
Yeah, because you said it was like a big crystal kind of thing. Surely there's enough elevation and stuff like
Yeah, you can
climb
kind of
up.
climb up. Yeah, being that other than there's a giant octopus in the water or in the crystals.
I'm not an octopus anymore.
Ah, okay.
I'm
Cool.
hopefully not drowning.
No, you're not drowning.
Cool. Can I
Cool.
breathe?
Yes. So you are all on the shore, and you see in front of you this collapsed crystal spire. There is very little glimmering coming from these crystals, and they almost seem like they're becoming like very white, almost like coral bleach. Like when a coral bleach begins to happen, they become like opaque and white. These crystals are following that same pattern. Yes, Gwilly?
Can I try and vibe with the crystals like I did those other times?
You can.
Just
Make
to
me
see
a
if they're
vibe
okay.
check. Make me a
More
nature check.
information, please.
Nature check.
Why is my nature bonus so bad? I'm a druid. 8.
Nature's
8.
intelligence, weirdly enough.
You can't. There's no connection to be had with this crystal. These crystals, they are Gonzo.
Oh.
Can I cast Identify on the sword when Venos comes?
You definitely can.
I'm back at the shore. You'll have to get to me.
Quick note: it is not a sword. It is a
the
sword
What is it?
hilt.
Ooh.
Just the
It's
hilt.
actually a mace.
Just
like
the
a
hilt.
big
Yep.
piece of.
Well, I'm already
crystal
on the
stuck
shore. I
together
never
the
left the
sword.
shore. So I'll be like, Venos, just let me touchy, and then I'll cast detection. Not detect magic. Identify.
Identify. Cool. You begin to cast Identify. Charpok, what's up?
While they're doing that, the hilt, does it have like the location of where a sword should go in it? Like it's like
Yes.
little groove inwards?
Yeah.
I just look at it and I'm like, well, that's fucking useless. And I just take out some of the cutlery I got from the kitchen. I just put one fork in there.
It is now effectively a trident, a tiny trident.
I was gonna say,
Amazing.
It has the effect of like putting a fork into a toaster. Charpok
Yeah. Lol.
That's
Um,
1d4 minus 1.
Thank you for the new follow, please. Thank you.
Another.
That was. I didn't see it, but I heard it. I
God
believe
bless.
It was, yeah.
We got the
OMGM.
OMGM.
Thank you for the follow.
Gum.
Cool. So you guys are now currently on the other side of this thing. You've noticed now there is beginning to be like more miners taking note of what you guys have done, and you see like quite a few of them like super confused about this lake being completely full a minute ago and now completely empty.
Hey, I stopped it.
There's
Yeah, but
another
it
leak
cracked
after.
and
Yeah,
there was
another
another leak.
We
and
cracked it more.
It's completely empty. now.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Because we wanted a hilt.
Because they're greedy.
And to the point where like one of you hears, "Oh, we better tell Hayden about this," and
Uh-oh.
like a couple of them leave to go tell Hayden. So what are you guys doing now?
And I follow
I
those
shake
people to the
5
to the
feet of
shop.
water back
Oh my
into the lake.
God.
You guys kind of all talked over each other there for a second. So
Sorry.
I'll start off with Zill.
Yeah. Oh, I just wanted to say that I wanted to follow. I kind of wanted to try and get ahead of the miners going to tell Hayden stuff.
Sure.
To kind of try and lessen the impact of what we did. to
Sure,
him.
you can definitely head to Hayden's. Gwilly, you said you're gonna just start filling it with water.
Yeah, 5 foot at a time.
Yeah, okay. It's just draining. Like as you fill it, it just drains away. So it's,
Well,
it's futile.
How big is the drainage hole?
Quite large. It's probably a good 3 or 4 meters across.
What's that in D&D feet?
That's like 10 feet, maybe.
It's
I'm just gonna walk
I was
away
thinking
then.
3 or 4 cubes across, which is like 15. But I'm gonna say it's about 10 feet.
Sure.
Venos?
I'm gonna.
I'm still casting.
Sorry.
another.
I'm just gonna start walking through this crowd of miners and just yelling, like, "Who could have done this? Like, how does a crystal lake even drain? How could this have happened?"
Make a deception check.
They all saw us.
And I walk out to the hole and just have a quick look in.
Yeah, you definitely can. Yep.
Oh, sad. I only rolled a 9.
Cool.
Oh.
You hear one of the miners kind of yell out back in response and be like, "You guys did it."
I'm
We
gonna
saw
flick him a
ya.
gold. I'm gonna flick him a gold piece and just say, "No, we didn't."
Bribe.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Is he
15.
close enough?
Oh, that's a 14.
Cool. So John, as you look down, you just see like it just seems to go down into the Underdark. like into some kind of cavern system that just goes on and on forever. With the 14, he kind of like looks at it, takes the gold piece, puts it in his pocket, and then points at some random miner and be like, "He did it!"
Excellent.
And then you see
Miner
that
is in a
hear
child, or
you hear
Yes,
them
it's a
having
Child.
arguments between each other, going, "No, it wasn't me. It was you. No, it wasn't me. It was them." Like, just yelling at each other. You managed to Zil. You managed to get on top in front of the miners, and you can definitely enter Hayden's first if you'd like. That
Yeah, I
sounds
will.
wrong.
I'll-
I'm sorry. You get on
You
top
got
of the
on top of
miners.
the
Bruh. Ooh.
Goy.
Yeah, I just want to head into like the heart, and I just basically want to be like, look, whatever you heard about, you know, potential incidents happening at the what's it called, Crystal Conclave. Potential incidents happening at the Crystal Conclave. Just know that we were not there. We didn't have anything to do with it.
Make a persuasion
We just
check.
told him we
No,
were going.
deception check, actually.
You just told him we were going there.
14.
Cool. He just kind of goes, "Oh, okay, so where were you then?"
We were drinking at the storehouse, and you can ask any of the maids there. They will attest to it being true. You can even ask, what's his name? The butler?
Jeeves.
What was it?
Actually, don't know.
is
but-
it?
It was Thickle Winter. Someone Thickle Winter.
Yeah, Gerald.
Hang on.
It was
How
Gerald.
about
Gerald
whole-
Ticklewitter.
Gerald
Yeah.
Gerald Thickle Winter. Okay, and I say, you can even ask Gerald Thicklewinter the Third. We spent all our time at the storehouse, and I want to cast Sending and send a message to Gerald Thicklewinter and say, if anyone asks, we were at the storehouse drinking and eating. Thank
Okay.
you. Love you.
Cool. In which response you get back is "Oh, very well, sir."
Sir.
Good boy.
Excellent choice, sir.
Good boy.
Excellent choice. And then you look at Hayden and he's like, "Yeah, it sounds about right."
Cool. Wonderful.
And then the miners come in and are like, "Somebody broke the Crystal Conclave!" And then they kind of like look at you for a second and be like, "It was him!" and then Hayden's like,
me.
"It can't be them. They were at the storehouse drinking."
I'm gonna gaslight the fuck out of these miners.
And then you see him like
Can he-
grab a few tools and he ushers everybody outside, locks the door, and then rushes towards the Crystal Conclave.
Cool.
We should leave.
Yep, I'm
It
saying,
really
I'm
sounds
like,
like we should get the fuck out of here.
When's the next trade?
It's waiting for you guys to depart.
oh,
Alright.
fuck it, let's go.
Cool.
Vi.
My identify spell, has it gone off yet?
It does. It does. It comes back with nothing.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Interesting.
I'm gonna grab Vine and be like, we will look at this later. I think we need to go.
Okay, well, I've got it in my hand and I'm running alongside.
You
I
guys head
and
to the
because I'm-
train.
Oops, sorry.
I'm
I was going
assuming.
to say, because I am a magician, not a fighter. This is the
A
first blade I
magician?
did. Yes, a mage. Or
Pick
a
a
wizard
card.
or witch or whatever you'd like to call me.
Is
And
this a card?
usually I'm not around like blades and stuff because they're dangerous. But this one I can't hurt myself. So as we're going, I'm like swish, swish, and I'm pretending I'm Azul.
Okay.
And Venos is like, I'm a dick. And just kind of playing as we're running along.
I have a great sword and
Cool.
it requires both hands.
Oh, sorry.
So you guys rock up to the train station in the center of town. There is that same train. It has been turned around and is now facing the opposite direction.
Turn around.
You guys can board it if you'd like. As you kind of come up, there's like a train official. He looks you guys over and he's like, "Are you guys ready to go?"
Yes, post haste, sir. We are ready.
Ma'am. Them.
Ma'am.
Sweet.
Yes.
I'm a
we
man,
need to
you know.
Yes, and a very handsome, rugged-looking man. We need to go.
All right, all aboard. You guys
Wheels step
quickly
on, I assume.
jump into the passenger cart, and it takes off.
Yippee, I
At
assume.
which point I will be swishing the
Oh
sword
god.
hilt around and back. So it's magical, but I can't identify it. So it's like really old, but it's fun. And I'm like pretending to like it. But I'm like, I reckon, guys, this should be my weapon because look, I can't injure myself.
Cool. And the train
just
kicks off
muck
and
it
heads back towards Sediment Central, the center city of Zesto. Before we continue, we're gonna go for a quick break. So everybody, please get up, have a stretch, get some water, get something to eat, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes' time. So yeah, see you soon. Hey guys,
Okay.
welcome
Bye.
back. Welcome back to the stream. Hello. Yep. Finger.
Oh.
So you guys are heading back to Sediment Central. Currently on the train. You guys have a couple of hours to kill. If you want to have any conversations, feel free. Otherwise, we can skip ahead to getting to Sediment Central.
I might get John to have a quick look at the sword hilt.
Yeah, in that meantime as well, I'm going to just pull Charpock aside.
Yeah, that.
I believe we have some business holding with our good friend Pancho. I think maybe he might enjoy the train ride, and perhaps it's about time we cash in.
That's fair. Do you think he's ever caught a train, actually? He might he is a child, after all.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, well, I go to grab and squeeze Poncho, and then I'm like, why is that wet? Oh, I grabbed the head. Sorry. The other part.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I regret including that in my notes.
You squeeze the Poncho figurine, the Poncho plushie, and yeah, nothing happens.
Yeah, just give it a sec. The performance issues.
1 and 3 are here.
A couple of minutes later, you hear Poncho's voice in your head. I'm kind of busy at the moment. I'll get back to you soon.
Banjo. Banjo. He's not coming.
No.
He's not coming.
He's not coming.
It's fine.
I'm
Wait.
going to spend the rest of the train ride just seeing if I can recognize the sword.
Cool. Make an investigation check.
Can I help?
Yeah, you definitely can.
Do you want me to roll?
Zil? You can roll individually or
just-
together.
Just wanted to say that I wanted to spend my time on the train sleeping and snoring extremely loudly and ugly. Like, in the corner, it's like...
Good enough 20.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I
Why?
won't roll. He doesn't need advantage.
I want to
Nah,
backhand him.
It's funny.
I want to backhand him with 4 hands.
Cool.
Yes, please.
So as you guys now look at this hilt and you have time to look at it without having to rush, this is a very, very well made hilt of a sword. It almost has like a Spartan kind of design in the handle itself. It has like 2 large teeth that cover the front part of your knuckles, but then cuts off flat and is obviously no blade. It seems to be like a cord wrapped handle. All the metal of it on it is this silvery color, but giving off like this light blue hue to it.
Would I have recognized the make from my time?
You would not know.
Does anyone recognize?
And that's with a nat 20.
Yeah. No,
Those two are the only ones
nobody
investigating it.
recognizes it.
Oh, I didn't roll my investigation.
Oh,
I
Never mind.
think Venos was
it
first.
wasn't me.
So nobody knows where this sword came from.
No.
And I would like to try something if you wouldn't mind lending me the hilt for a moment.
Yes, of course.
Sure. I'll play with that.
I would like to try and find how long is what you're gonna take Ali, because mine's gonna take a little while.
A quick second.
Yeah, Ali, go first.
When I go near the hilt, are the vibes familiar?
No.
Okay, that's all I want to know. Thank you.
How's the sword's chakras?
Yeah.
And we
Does it feel
definitely
like
build
consuming
a
or not?
vibe modifier onto each of our characters, please.
Vibe is
It
a
would just
thing.
be insight.
I decided vibe was insight. I made this happen. A
Oh,
long time
excellent. I have
ago.
+7. I like this.
Yeah.
Does this train have multiple carriages? Can I,
Only
move?
one. So it normally had the one passenger cart, the engine, obviously, like the actual driving force of the train. And when you guys came here, it did have 3 cargo, what do you call them? Carriages. Thank you. Those cargo carriages have been taken off, and you guys are literally heading there in the only carriage attached to this train.
So I'm just gonna say to everybody, if you don't want to be trapped in an unsettling darkness, I would. How long is the carriage actually?
The carriage is probably about. I think I had it at about 20 feet long.
Yeah, fair.
I'm going to
Hello.
sit in the back corner of the carriage, and I am going to hold the hilt to my chest, and I'm going to try and begin a trance. As I trance, I'm going to call out to the void, and I'm going to say, "We found this sword, and none of us know what it is. It's far too old for any of our knowledge. But perhaps you might know something." And I'm just spitballing, but you seem to be talking back now. Could you talk back this time?
Make a D100 roll.
I do imagine that Venos chose the same corner as that Zilla's currently sitting there snoring in. So while he's sitting there, he's praying. I'm like,
that would be a 22.
Cool. You just hear silence.
All right. Does the train still last the full 4 hours if I'm trying to use it to glean something from my patron, or?
Yeah, if
train
it's a
ride's not 4
trance.
hours.
But the whole train, the train ride's not 4 hours.
Okay.
So you can you can interrupt it, but you don't get any effects from the trance.
Okay. Well, I'm going to interrupt the trance and say, I asked the big man what it is, and clearly the big man doesn't know because he didn't say anything, as usual.
Maybe he just didn't want to talk to you. Sometimes I don't want to talk to you.
He never
That's fair.
does. Just wants the souls, right?
Well, maybe the sword is not a soul sword. So
Maybe not. And I'm just gonna pass it back to you, Vi, because you seem to like this bladeless sword.
Well, if we figure out it's better for someone else, then yeah, I'll give it over. But right now, I'm having fun. And I'll be like, it can be my Zampato. Oh wait, it's not a soul sword. Never mind.
Safety sword. I like that.
Yes, Charfok?
Actually, I want to have the whole group for this, so yeah, let John do his thing.
Okay.
Real quick, considering I traveled quite a lot back in the day, would I have recognized the make of the sword, like the culture or anything like that?
You can
where
make
the sword
a
could have
history
been
check.
made? Oh fuck yeah! That is a 21.
Cool. You believe it predates you.
Fuck.
It's old.
Never mind.
old as fuck.
Cool. Anything else? Charpok, I think we're going to you. Yeah.
Yeah, just like All right, so everyone, I think we should decide what we want to do after we get back to the city. I believe we have some unfinished business for one particular place. Zoth?
Dragon Heist.
Dragon Heist.
We need to save one of his kind.
Yeah, and I can help now with my cool sword.
Maybe not with the sword, or the not sword.
Well, I'm pretty useless. I was useless and I fucking died. Maybe the sword will help.
You can do things with your fingies, it's fine. Just keep doing that.
How do you
But
know
keep
what I
working
can
on
do
it.
with my fingers?
You've been keeping us alive far more than you know, I think.
But I think we should have a game plan ready. So I think the first course is to do a little bit of recon. Get to know the surroundings.
I do have another idea with the sword, but maybe also conversing with Edward, as he seems to be someone quite well connected. They might have some idea. But otherwise, Venos, I might need you for a second for another idea.
You can, yeah. What do you need?
You can channel your energy through a packed item, correct?
I can channel a weapon, yes.
Could you perhaps channel energy into this weapon, and perhaps a blade will be summoned from within it?
I can try, but I will need about an hour's worth of time, a nice dark corner. I'm thinking a glass of whiskey. I think a glass of whiskey.
I believe I could arrange that.
So
yeah,
Dragon Heist!
Dragon
Can the
Heist.
Dragon Heist wait a single hour?
I'm
Wait,
awake
no.
now.
Can we just ask about the dragon? Has anyone just like asked if they
Yes.
can see the dragon?
Yeah.
We have.
We did ask.
And the dragon heist wait 4 hours?
We're on a train.
We're on a
We haven't
train.
done
rest
anything.
anyway.
I just want to
No.
talk about the
You
plan.
can't.
He just wants to make a plan, guys.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, Zil?
But sorry.
I am awake now.
Yes.
Just, not
Because
snoring.
everybody's yelling.
And, yeah, everyone's like, oh, oh, oh. And I'm awake to hear Charpok state
Dragon
his Dragon
Heist.
Heist plan, which I agree with. However, I think we report to what's his face? Edward Griswold first, with the head. Sort that out first. So we don't want the head to decompose. Then we head to do Dragon Heist.
But
Yeah,
that
any
sounds
good
fantastic.
heist
I agree.
needs
A plan.
to be pre-organized. It needs a proper
100%, which we can talk
plan.
about now.
When
I
we
just
go to
wanted to
Edward
put that out there.
Griswold, I just have one small thing I would like to add.
Yeah.
Everybody here. Is it correct that we know nothing about the Broken Crystal Conclave? How did it happen? We don't know,
Oh,
right?
we were
We don't
drinking
know.
and some imposters who just happened to look like us. We've got alibis.
Not
Not
even
even-
imposters.
we were just
don't
drinking.
know. I have nothing to say about that because I don't know.
Perhaps maybe the bandits that were raiding the town
The
while we were
bandits
there had
that
something
raided the
to do with it.
town. They took the Crystal Conclave.
And then we just happened to kill them, and that's where I got the cool hilt.
And then they all got sucked down the hole. Okay, beautiful. Our plan committed to memory.
Good.
Ready.
Now we just need a plan for the Dragon Heist.
From memory, Mr. Charpokian, Charpok, Mr. Bugster.
Mr. Pock.
Mr. Pock. Yes. And then Vi
Mr.
goes,
Pock is my father.
that she's going to start pacing like, right, so if we're gathering information, you staked out the place, correct?
No, well, here's the plan, and I'm saying this isn't exactly my first time doing such a
Well,
thing.
it's about two
Please just
people.
get
I'm
in-
just getting you
Can
we
to
just
count the
let
please.
Reese speak? Can we please let Reese speak?
So I've done this kind of thing in the past with my mercenary group. They're long gone. That's a different story. But a good plan for a heist needs to have multiple different entry points. So I think the best plan is one that I've already done before. Me and my group of mercs, we are odd-looking people, as you can see. We were paid to get into this facility and take something. It was a prison of sorts. We were taken in as prisoners ourselves, but we were easily able to escape. So we know for a fact there's already a dragon in there. They like monsters. They like to use creatures for the Colosseum, for a fighting arena. And we have one. Very similar. And I point to Azoth.
Hello.
I think it's smart. We put him in some shackles. We see if we can get our dear old captain here, do some talking and try and sell him off.
I was about to volunteer, but thank you for volunteering me for me.
Sorry to speak for your captain. I'm sorry. But we all know that Azoth has a very interesting ability that I didn't know he had until I got my new eyes. He can grow huge. Just break out the fucking shackles himself. So I think 2 prongs of attack. We have the front crew, who aren't exactly very sneaky, who can talk a bit better. And then we have the side crew that's able to break in secretly and stealthily. And hopefully we'll be able to join up, break out the dragon, and then all chaos runs loose, but we've freed the dragon.
That's most important.
Or made up the front door, has seen and spoken to me. So we might
That's
have
the
to
one problem that I thought of. Does anyone have the ability to change his look?
I can make him disappear.
He's the invisible dragon in the cage. Would you like to take it?
You say rock, I know that you're there.
I can minor illusion a
Dragon.
mustache.
Can turn
Yeah,
into a
mustache.
small lizard.
But we're
then
trying to
we just
sell him as a
convince them that the
dangerous animal. If we sell him a freaking skink, I don't think he's gonna take it.
No, like,
Can make his teeth bigger.
we just need to
I
convince.
can minor illusion baby's wings sprout.
Yeah. If I can turn into a lizard, then the only thing we need to do is convince them that the lizard is a baby dragon.
We sell 2 for 1.
Hey,
How
I'm
strong
sure I
did
could
the
do it.
guards look?
Sorry?
How strong did the guards look?
I don't think you were ever there.
I was never there. That's why I'm asking the party.
No, well, he said that he took down a few. What was it, Azoth?
Yeah, he reckons he took a few dragons down, but he's full of shit.
Okay, but hear me out. Do you think he could take, and I'm going to pull out Sidewinder and cock it, a bullet to the skull?
Yeah, I don't think 1d10 is a one shot. Sorry.
Mr. Pock.
No, it's 2d10
No, sir.
now. He's
It's
level
Mr.
5.
Archibald.
When I swear you said you staked out the entrance or something.
I
And we
did see a couple of patrons or people who maybe worked there or something. Give me a sec while I find
Still
my
remember,
notes.
it was the game master and the arena.
The important
Yeah.
people.
I saw 2 people leave the building at one stage. It was an elven woman. Yeah, elven woman and a human. As I think it was the arena master and the game maker.
Interesting.
This was-
Could it be? Suggestion. I am happy for people. I am very inexperienced. Would it be possible to kidnap one of these people for more information?
Kidnap. I don't like that
I-
word.
Eh,
You toss
I mean-
around the phrase kidnap so lightly.
As someone who has been lightly tortured before, I don't really vibe with the idea of kidnapping someone for information.
Oh,
Lightly
wait,
tortured sounds like a good
it's
time,
more
and
just-
it just depends on how much you get paid to do
I
it.
was
was
thinking
not a
more
good
of
time.
like a mental probing, rather than a physical. But I don't know. I'm just throwing suggestions. I'm
And
just sort
two,
of
I
wanting
know
to
this
see-
is a little bit of a side note, but I think children up to the age of 5 don't understand the concept of empathy, and Vi's only being like technically alive for 2, so it kind of makes sense if she wants to talk to people.
days, not years.
Days? Oh, even worse then. She's fucking apathetic as shit.
Frankly, I
mental
find
capacity is
simply
not-
murdering people is quicker than torturing them.
But we
Yeah.
need information. Do we not?
Well, might be a good idea. But I think what we could do is stake out the place for the first day. Second day, we do the heist. We could just bang this out really quickly, almost like we time skip a little bit and
Bang it
forget all
out
the middle
quickly.
bit.
We do like the heist movie, like Ocean's 11 montage.
Cool. We all done, or do we still have? Okay,
just to
Willie.
say-
It was John and then
John?
me.
We're done.
I was
I'm done.
you would recognize these people, correct, Chopok?
Yeah.
Perhaps charming such a person, Shifty Eyes at Zill, would be an easy way to gather information or even get a foot in the door, so to speak, on scoping out such a place.
I agree. Two things, though. Well, actually, one thing. One big thing. If we are talking to one of the people with the major about, they have all the information and everything, that person can't be the person who is the face or in the front crew. Because obviously they may recognize it. You understand me? So if Zill charms someone and then randomly bumps into them in the actual arena, that could cause problems and suspicion. Who else is a good talker? The group.
No.
I'm not a bad talker, to be frank. Not a bad looker either, you know.
Are you sneaky, Venice?
Reasonably.
I'm
Like
an
if you were to
all-rounder.
put a number to it.
If you were to put a modifier to it.
If I were to put some sort of modifier to it, I would say that I have like maybe a +5 to my sneakiness.
And really? What's your...
I would say that I have a +5 to my talkiness and endless possibilities for sneakiness.
I have a +7 to my talkiness.
Oh.
So maybe...
I can magically charm.
I see your 7 and I'll raise you a -1.
How about
And if
this?
worse comes to worse, I can simply trap people in an immutable magical
What a
darkness.
disguise kit.
How about
And
this?
are we
We
clock
go
towering?
We go see our contact for the head, and I pull out the head. And I'll think about who that should be split into the 2 crews, and then we'll see if you all agree with me. Is that fair?
Well, as Master Mischief Maker, I think that's pretty good.
Perfect. Well, let's go see the boss, shall we?
Are we still on the train?
You're about to arrive.
How long is it going to take to see Edward?
If you head there straight from here, you could get it done before nightfall easily. It probably take
Like
you an
4
hour.
hours?
No, an hour. Roughly about. There and back.
Move on then.
Cool. So you guys, the train begins to like shake a little bit as you guys end up in back in Sediment Central. So you guys head through those westerly gates, and the train zips past the west station and ends up in Sediment Central. You guys are free to head off straight to Edward Griswold, if that's where we're heading, correct?
Sounds good.
Sweet. So as you guys approach the outside of the grounds of the estate, you see those familiar large teeth-like rocks jutting from the ground. You see the dimly lit, dark-toned house of Edward Griswold.
Dun, dun, dun.
Cool. As you approach, you see that large monster jaw, and the door currently closed. This place is just screaming, uninviting.
Like
I
did
walk
last
straight through the doors.
Cool. Just like before, when you approach the door and kind of like step towards it, it creaks open. The same dust-covered dark interior becomes visible. The same flickering light can be seen from the room at the far of the corridor. Yes, Sil?
Can I make sure that Charpok is like with me, or at least somewhere within arm's reach of me?
Sure.
Almost like I'm touching him consistently and like there's a constant guidance on his back.
You go. You're just like shoving him through the thing. Cool.
Yeah, I'd like to just head straight through to the back
Awesome.
room and knock,
So
I'm like,
approaching the room, you see Edward sitting in that very lavish chair, watching the fire. with his
I-
massive great axe
Hmm.
on the side of the chair.
I gently like rap on the on like the door frame and say,
there you go.
So Griswold,
You see him like look over his shoulder slightly, and he gets up from the chair, leaning on that giant great axe, and he goes, "Has it been done?"
as you asked, the leak has been taken care of, and we have brought you her head.
May I see it?
I like nudge Charpok.
Oh, yep, this one. Oh, sorry, that's Buncho. This one.
He takes the head from you. You see like this face of complete anger wash over him, and then he just spits directly on the head. And then you see him look off into another corridor that you guys hadn't seen there before. And he just goes, "Dinner time," and then throws it towards that corridor. Moments later, you see this black panther-like creature with multiple tendrils coming from its back, almost like suckers, just kind of come out. It's like eyeing you guys as it opens its eyes in the darkness. You can see the cat-like glow from the little light, and it just begins ripping and tearing at this head on the floor and completely pulling it to bits.
It's a lovely pet you have there. So now that we have done as you asked, the only matter we have left to settle is the matter of our reward.
He reaches into like his what do you call it? What do you call that?
Shirt,
yeah. And then like pulls completely straight off the chain with the key in it and like tosses it to you. For those at home, this is what the key looks like.
Ooh. We are the pirates
So
of
cool.
the Caribbean.
I missed it.
Yeah, I like hold on to the key and I kind of like look it over.
Yeah, it's very weighty in your hand.
It's been a pleasure working for you, and please do not hesitate to contact us if you need anything else taken care of.
You just see him slightly nod.
I bow and I exit the room.
Venos and John, who had their hand up first?
I think
Venos.
Me. I'm just gonna say I'm terribly sorry, Sir Edward, that the leak we found was not the leak that you had hoped. But she challenged us with a group of bandits who had a symbol like a hand with the middle fingers missing, and I'm going to like make the symbol to him. I'm going to say, do you know of this? Do you know if this is something we should worry about? Or is this something you need quashed?
He just shakes his head.
If you do hear anything, just feel free to let us know. We'll sort it out for you.
She also was missing those digits.
She was also missing the two fingers. I do feel that she was in the cahoots with the bandits of the mines, I suppose. But do with that information what you will. Again, I apologize.
John?
Yeah, so one thing real quick. Are the tendrils familiar to the equipment of Azoth?
No. So,
Oh!
it's a displacer beast.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Ooh,
I figured, but I was just like, just to make sure. Second of all, Sir Edward, I do have one quick question, just to probe your information. Vi, could I grab that hilt from you for a second?
Oh, yeah. And I present
Yep.
it.
Do
on
you
my display.
recognize this sort of any information about something that resembles this item?
He just kind of like looks it over, not even touching it, and he's like, "No."
Insight check.
Go ahead.
Thank you for your time.
Natural 20 for a.
Oh,
27.
all right.
Jesus, someone's rolling good.
He's definitely not lying, but he definitely did not look at it. You're getting this vibe from him that he just kind of wants you guys to leave now.
Yep. I see. I will leave you to your business, and then just just grab Vi since she's near me and just give her the hilt back and carry it, and then guide her out.
I'm bowing and scuttling away with it.
Cool. You guys head out of Griswold Estate. You are now back in Sediment Central.
Well, that went well. But we got a key, didn't we, Zil?
Yes, we did.
Have a look.
Is the chain broken?
It is.
Okay.
Like he full ripped it from his neck.
Could I walk over to Sol and present the chain and be like, please?
Why exactly?
So that I may wear it around my neck?
Sure, and I'll help him.
Cool. You just melt the chain back together.
Yep, like one of those permanent bracelets that you can never take off.
Yeah, it's like a choker around my neck.
Yeah, pull it tight.
Imagine that.
And then melt it.
It's like that.
Just an information gathering. Do we know if the keys are like innately magical or anything, or it's just they're just a key?
Well, you don't know off the top of your head, no.
Okay. Well, when we're settled somewhere, hatching our plans, I want to do a quick investigate of the key.
Me too.
Cool. Zil?
Sorry, Nathan, real quick. Sorry. Is there an item for the key
no,
so
just
that I can add it to my inventory?
just jot it down for now, and I'll
Okay,
make
cool.
one for next session.
Cool, thank you. Just want to make sure I don't forget that I have it.
Yeah, cool. Sweet. Awesome. Now what? You guys are in the streets of Sediment Central. People are going about their business. It is still daytime. So yeah, you guys have time to do what you'd like. We heading straight to the Colosseum, or
Anyone fancy watching a tournament or something?
That's a
I
good
would
point,
like
actually.
4 hours.
Well,
What?
is there a Colosseum match going on today?
That's not a bad idea. So we
I
can get a
thought so.
inside scoop.
Yeah.
cool. You head to the Colosseum.
Well, no, I'm asking first.
Well,
Is there a
you-
match today?
you don't know.
All right. Grab the first person near the train station.
Cool.
I think
Hey!
that
With how
Sorry,
many
Alan.
arms?
I think
on.
that if we are going, not everyone should go in. Remember, gotta keep some people hidden.
Well, Gwilly
We
wanted
can-
to nap.
I love
Yeah, Willie
napping.
can nap, and then some of us could maybe hide on rooftops nearby to watch
Yeah.
what happens on the outside.
I will go and secure us a room for the meantime.
You and
I
Greeley
have-
want to go secure a room then? And nap.
And nap.
I do, yeah.
I think John will actually nap because he's quite old.
I mean,
He seems quite sprightly.
I didn't realize you were so educated in the ways of the flash fire.
Ew. That sounds so wrong. Anyway, yes.
Zil.
Oh, I have an idea when it comes to like going to the tournament and everything. I could introduce myself to the seller, buyer, whoever who sets up the fights as someone potentially interested in like investing, make myself come off as like a wealthy kind of investor and be like, oh, I might pop in tomorrow. I've heard some lackeys of mine have captured a terrifying beast that might be worth some money to.
In that case, maybe it's best, and I'm sorry as often so, but maybe you shouldn't come.
I'd rather not go.
Just in case.
I'm
Now that I
pretty
think-
stealthy.
Kong. Because now that I think about it, half Dragon Boy, good. Half Dragon Boy and creepy robotic fireman, not bad. 2 for 1 deal. Sweeten the deal. And then, so he's been quite destructive. You might be able to break out a bit easier with his Zoth. Strength, and what do you do? Fire? Metal? What?
I can melt metal or burn wood.
And also somehow heal with the safe fire.
Yes.
Perfect. Alright.
Cool. So do you still stop the random person?
You!
Yes! What?
You've been to the Colosseum?
Yeah, I've been to the Colosseum.
Oh, it's fine. I just stroke his head slightly and I just put one arm around him.
Makes him more worried.
Stroke him. So it's fine. Now tell me, is there anything going on in the Colosseum today?
I don't think so.
Why not?
Usually, it's only when they have big fights. They've been trying to get somebody to fight a red dragon. Please don't kill me.
Oh, okay. So they're just trying to get someone to fight. So it's inactive.
Yeah,
Okay, bad sensory. Go away.
You just like push him away, and he just kind of goes and just runs off into the distance.
Perfect.
That's an idea. What if we present as a group that's willing to fight the potentially willing to fight the dragon, but we have to see it before we are willing to assess if it's worth our time. And Mr. Zill could be our patron.
So, but then all of us can't fight it then. Well, all of us can't be there. If we're...
And all of us would be known to the staff at the.
Could we counter idea as in take your idea but be like, oh, I've got a group of my young mercenaries that I would like to put to the test. And you could see if it was worth your time and that potentially you drop some cash on it or something maybe.
So it's either that or he approaches trying to sell some people.
I think I could potentially charm my way into the Colosseum to get a view of the dragons, see where maybe they're kept, see if I can see them. Just what I feel like I can be persuasive enough, and a little bit of coin goes a long way.
Because I just worry because we all know Azov's a dragon, but when people look at him, they don't always think that, and I'm worried that we're gonna get caught up on it.
How about this? And this is just a suggestion. Zill, John, and Gwili, go and talk to the people first. Because I'm thinking John and Gwili should come with me at nighttime. But if Zill has just 2 people with him that are just associates, and they don't see them at nighttime, won't cause a ruckus.
That sounds like a good plan to me.
Captain?
I would just like to say...
That's
I was like, what? Kevin?
I would like to say that, well, if John and Wheelie, you are accompanying me, we should head to the market and get you some nicer clothes.
Before we talk to the guards, before we find our entrance, I can try and disguise you. I do have a disguise kit, but perhaps we should at least try and disguise ourselves so that we don't look like ourselves. And I'm going to gesture to myself because I have pasty white skin and fucking elf ears.
I mean,
John's going to just look down at his really raggedy, shitty black robe that is just an absolute mess. Full hobo vibes.
Yeah, we'll get you guys some nicer clothes. But, Geordie, what you said, I think, when it comes to the actual infiltrating and everything, I don't think it really particularly matters what we look like, because I think John, Gwili, and I are all part of the front crew that are actually going in.
Okay.
So
I was actually thinking. So just so we all know, I was thinking, Zil is going to be selling as often, maybe Sol. Vi and Vanos should be on the front crew as well. Because I see that Vanos there has some scale mail, and that makes a little bit of noise when you're clinking around and shit. And then mechanically, it could get disadvantage. But
It doesn't because I'm proficient with it.
No.
Still does.
Still does?
Yep.
Oh, well.
And also to the back crew, Ali, Charpak, John, and Greeley, because I think Greeley could, if she's not exactly stealthy, she could definitely turn into something that is.
Could always hitch the ride on the back of one of us with a smaller creature if the time needs.
Exactly. So I think it's leave it up to the captain to see if he should go and talk to someone first today. A couple of us may recon today, and then tomorrow we break in. And if anyone has any suggestions for, because I know Vi's got spells and Greeley and Soul, they can do things with their hands and stuff as well. Maybe if you want to prep a little bit for certain things, then might be smart.
I'll do my best.
Cool. I was going to say, are we going to the front? But it looks like our fearless captain is gone walking.
Fucking captain.
He's gone on holiday to New Zealand.
Well, if that's the case, can I just, if anyone wants to join me as sneaky people, just poach up nearby on like a rooftop or something, and so I can just continuously scope out the place. Maybe just outskirts of the Colosseum, so none of the guards really notice me or anything, or just like I'm being suspicious, but just so I can scope the entire surroundings of it to see if there's any back entrances, windows, anything like that.
Make a perception check for me.
Okay.
Are there other buildings nearby?
No, it seems to be kind of out in its own area.
Damn.
That is, where's my perception?
Can I give him advantage?
Perception, you can't really give advantage.
It's fine.
Okay,
I got a 19 anyway.
Cool. So kind of scoping around it, you notice that there are three main entrances. One is more. Let me actually see if I can load a map.
Sorry about that.
Chopok, I can make us invisible.
Fuck, really?
Well, no, I think I can only make one of us.
'Kay.
Wait, I remember the rules that I said.
Sorry, I got past without a trace.
So,
You can make me invisible.
there is 3 main entrances, right? So you should be able to see one now.
Yep.
There is another.
Mhm.
And
There is another.
there is another. You notice that 2 of them connect and head into the main Colosseum part.
Nothing else loaded for me. It was just the 2.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Can we
there we go.
see
It's just loaded
where
there.
the third one goes?
Oh, there.
They both head in towards the large circular area that is the arena.
Where
there's only
is
2, I thought you said
the
there was
like?
3.
Where is like the Dragonborn that we ran into located? Which
The
entrance?
Dragonborn is currently located on that first entrance.
Mhm.
And behind him is an iron gate. And then you can see through some of the iron barred gates, all the way through to the next iron barred gate, which enters into like your seating area and the stairs that go into the upper seating areas.
Okay. Quickly, while this is happening, could I take John and Guili to the market district and purchase a set of fancy clothes for both of them?
Yep, fine clothes for both.
John has
I
to
think they're
die
like
first.
10 gold pieces each.
10 gold pieces each.
If I remember correctly, for fine clothes.
I have enough money to pay for it myself, so I'm just going to pay for it myself.
No, it's right. I'm paying because I'm taking Guili and John.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Right, I'm coming with you to the gate to talk first,
Yeah.
correct?
Yes, that's
Oh,
why
But
I'm
during
buying
the
you
heist,
two
I'm in the
a set
back
of.
room. Okay.
Yes, yeah, I'm buying you two a set of fancy clothes so you don't look out of place.
15 gold pieces each, sorry.
Okay. All good. That's fine.
And you two now have fine clothes.
I'll get a receipt for tax purposes.
It's just a scribbled bit of paper.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay,
I'll
cool, so-
I'll start changing it right there. I have
You are
decided to say you're an mildly nudist.
I will prestidigitate my clothes clean and tidy.
Yeah, nice. Sweet.
I'm gonna neatly fold my shitty cloak and put it in my bag, like taking good care of it.
Yeah.
Put it in my bag.
Nice.
Cool.
Step 2.
Well,
What's step 2?
Step 2 is approach the Dragonborn at the front.
Cool. You head up to the Dragonborn. You see him talking to a couple of guards, and then they kind of leave him as you guys approach. He kind of just looks at you up and down, and he's like, "Welcome to the Rock-Bottom Colosseum. How can I help?"
Well, word around town is that you're in the need of someone to fight a particular dragon.
That's right, but to be fair, I don't think a scrawny one like you'd be able to face a dragon.
Oh no.
Yes, sir. I believe you misunderstand us, sir. I think we have the employed numbers to take on such a feat.
Some workers, shall we say, of mine, recently captured a couple of interesting individuals on a frost moon in orbiting one of the local planets. And shall we say, they put up a very, very good fight.
I'm gonna stop you right there. I mean, I know I look like the most important honcho here, but you're probably best off speaking to the game master.
My apologies. Could you get us in contact with the game master?
Sure. Follow me. Don't touch anything. You see him walks over to the gate, opens the gate with a set of keys he has from his belt. He ushers you guys through. You guys, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna move.
I just want to say, as he's walking ahead, I want to turn around to Gwilly and John and go, give him a big old wink.
So you guys head through these two gates to find a big circular area, some with stairs, heading up into the viewing area with the Colosseum in the center. You guys kind of head all the way around, getting to a corridor in the center here, which he unlocks a door to. He then takes you a little bit through the corridor and then north into he kind of like takes a step at the door and ushers you in to the Game Master's office. In the Game Master's office, you see I believe it was the Elven one was the Game Master.
I'll check. The Game Master was a human male.
Oh, cool. So you see the human male currently there. He's like drawing, you see plans on top of this large desk. It looks somewhat like a standard office, large desk. There's books and posters kind of hanging everywhere. You do, however, spot a large safe in the far back corner. It is currently shut.
Sorry, a what?
A safe.
Oh, a safe. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So as we walk in,
Rothgar, what did I tell you about letting people in here? You gotta stop with that, man. And you see Rothgar kind of goes, I'm sorry, just they want to sell some stuff. And he's like,
I'm extremely sorry to intrude on you, but I think that I have an opportunity that you wouldn't want to pass up.
Come, sit down. What are you after? Like, what do you want to sell? And you see him still like scribbling notes. You see his desk is just littered with plans for different mechanisms, different types of like
Can I
maps as
quickly
you would.
do a quick scan of the desk as I'm sitting down to kind of pick up anything that seems like particularly confidential or...
You can make a perception check.
Okay, cool. That is a 25.
Cool. You notice that all of these sheets have private and confidential written on the top of them. These
Okay.
are like his plans when it comes to making the scenarios for the
Yeah, right.
for the matches. Yeah, whether it be
Okay,
like
cool.
entrances and exits, secret doodads, where things will be like placed, all that kind of stuff.
Okay. So I sit down with John and Guili and I say, well, some associates of mine recently captured some interesting individuals on the frost moon of Berg, orbiting Terra Machina.
It's quite a distance.
And yes, well, I have feelers spread out across the system. And the word is that you're in the need of someone to fight in your arena.
Yeah. I don't think if you've seen the posters, they're kind of all around the city. Yeah, we've currently got 2 events going at the moment, waiting for people to do it. There's a red dragon and a green dragon.
Yes, well, I mean no offense, of course, but I've noticed that in the week that I've been in this city, I haven't seen any fights go on in the Colosseum.
Yeah, I know. They fucking keep riding me, but I'm like, it's not. I can't choose the people. It's not like I can just walk out into the city and go, you're fighting the dragons. Kind of just waiting.
Maybe
Have I got a proposition for you?
We could sell you these people, and come the time when business is a little bit slow, you would have a scapegoat, so to speak, with these individuals.
What do these individuals do? Like, do they have, like, what is their thing? And why do you capture them? Are they like slaves or something?
Well, they were fugitives. They had a bounty on their heads. We captured them intending to obviously claim the bounty, but we thought it could be a bit more profitable if we went into business with you.
Can you make a deception?
May I add
Deception?
that there was a dead or alive, so even if they are killed in a horrific accident, that they could be returned and then handed in again for a bounty.
I'll give you advantage because of what John just said.
Okay, well, the first roll
Can
was a
I
24.
also give guidance, please?
Oh, let's see how high we get.
Oh wait, no, you are
so
there. Never
guidance?
mind. Sorry.
Thanks.
My bad. I forgot.
So the total is 25 deception.
Cool. He goes, I mean, it sounds interesting enough. Have you got them with you, or like have you got them in some kind of storage device? Like,
unfortunately, we don't have them just yet. They're still being shipped from Berg to here. We should have them by tomorrow. I believe they are in transit. We have them in, obviously, anti-magical, cuffs, stuff like that. Standard procedure, of course, as you would know. We just think that, the for you, the risks don't even weigh up to the potential profits that you could make.
and what kind of money are these things gonna cost me? You haven't even told me what they are, who they are.
Well, we have a warforged war robot who fought in the the battles, the ancient battles and scorchings of the ground on Terra Markina. He simply goes by the name of Soul. Terrifying individual, if you ask me. He's scorched many a man of mine alive down to the bone. He took many great men to capture, and the other. I want to shudder. I even shudder at the thought of muttering his name, but Azoth, the Terrible. Ooh.
Can you just make a performance check for me, just real quick?
Advantage, come on.
Guidance.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage for that.
Okay, and guidance as well. Okay.
Yeah.
So the first one's a 12. I got a 14 plus, so 15 total.
Cool. You see him like he like leans in on the desk the more you keep telling this story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eat it up.
Azoth the Terrible, he is truly one of the most ferocious beasts I have ever encountered, and I personally encountered him before I thankfully made my way to the safe harbor that is Sediment Central. Unfortunately, I had the misfortune of encountering him on my travels. He wiped out my entire crew and barely left me standing. I kind of tear up a little bit. Yeah. It was a bit of a personal vendetta capturing him. He yes, well, he is a ferocious fighter, and
it's okay. You need not say anymore. And he kind of like pushes a little tissue box towards you from the table. You see him kind of go, I've got an idea. How much do you want it? How much are you trying to get from?
Well, obviously, I'm a businessman, you're a businessman, you understand that there has to be some sort of,
of course,
there has to be give and take. The bounties for these two combined is, I'm trying to think of like a reasonable price. 50,000. Well, okay, no, first, let me ask what the reward for the, like, would I know what the reward from seeing the posters, what the reward for the arena matches is?
Yes. It's 7,000 gold pieces.
7,000. Okay, so I'll say the bounty on them combined is 4,000 gold pieces, right?
Right.
I obviously, through the effort of having to capture them, transport them, costs add up. I'm looking to sell them for 6,000 gold pieces.
Make a persuasion check.
15.
Cool. You kind of see him go, well, as a businessman, I need certain, how you say, things set in stone. Give me one sec. He walks over to that safe in the corner. He covers the combination and does the combination. Opening the safe, you see a bunch of books, some like tearaway leaflets and stuff. But then you do see two large pointed crystals that are currently glowing on the inside of the safe. One of them is red, and then the other one is green.
Interesting. Okay.
He pulling like a thing from a leaflet. He walks it back over to the desk and puts it on the desk. It's a contract for sale in front of you. It goes through like all of the legal terms and all of the like purchasees, all that kind of stuff. And he goes, 6,000's a bit steep for me. How about we call it 4,000? And
see,
About 4,000 and maybe a cut of the profit of the match, depending on how well these individuals perform.
what kind of cut are we talking? Like 20,
let
80?
me just say, if say for example I was to sell them to you for 4,000, well, why wouldn't I just hand in the bounty?
I don't know. You're the one that's transporting them all the
Well,
way here, so obviously you want to get rid
looking,
of them for some reason.
I'm looking to make a deal, and you know, as my associate said, and I point to John, the bounties on them are dead or alive. If they don't live up to your expectations, they can't stand up to the dragon in the arena. You hand them in for the bounty, 4,000 gold pieces is yours. You have that financial security. Whereas I am looking to make a little bit of something extra out of them, because I understand that, you know, your arena has been a bit stagnant of late, and I definitely know that having this fight will bring in plenty of viewers, bring in plenty of gold for you. So as far as I see it, you are only making a profit on this transaction.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Can I say, let's call it 5,500. Persuasion.
Make your roll,
with
yeah.
Advantage.
You really just say Todd would be proud.
That's
You
so
need to sell
funny.
warranty with it to make Todd proud.
Shit.
18.
Cool. He kind of goes 5,250. Come on, I've got to try and get a deal out of it.
I understand. We have a deal.
He reaches out his hand for you to shake. And he
I shake
shakes
his
it.
hand.
He goes, look over the contract here. Bring him by, let Rothgar know, and he can bring you in here. And I can inspect the merchandise.
Of course. Perfect. I
Just
look
make
through the
sure they
contract.
are adequately restrained, please.
Of course. We'll take care of it. I would like to read over the contract, see if
Cool.
there's any loophole, like see if there's anything, like, is it just like a basic contract?
It's like a basic contract of like ownership waiver, like saying that you're giving ownership of these creatures to
Sure.
the Rock-Bottom Colosseum, bloody blah, like a lot of technical jargon.
Yeah.
It seems pretty outright.
Yeah, sure. Okay, cool. I sign under a pseudonym. I sign under Bryce.
Yeah.
But not Prince Bryce. Bryce. And spelled differently, BRICE.
BRICE. Cool.
And I hand him back the contract and I say, well, we'll be in contact very soon. As soon as the merchandise arrives, I'll bring them by and we'll go from there.
You see him kind of like put his hands together and he's like, I cannot wait.
Pleasure doing business with you. Thank you very much for your time.
Pleasure.
Cool. And then
you guys are like rushed out by Rothgar. And yeah, you are left back into the street of Sediment Central.
Whew.
Solid
Okay,
sales
fuck.
pitch, buddy. Solid sales.
Sick.
Give
Alright,
Zil
I'm
a
gonna
pat
go
on the
pee.
back.
Can I just say, any form of inspiration for that?
Well, you should all already have inspiration from last
Yeah,
session.
Reese wasn't there for that. We got given inspiration for last
Zil
session.
doesn't have it.
Oh.
'cause
I don't have it either.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Well, yeah, I'll pretend like I gave it to him for that.
Okay.
We're going to take a quick break. So get up, have a stretch, go to the bathroom, get a drink, do all what you need to do, and we will be back shortly. See you soon. Hey guys, welcome back. We're going to continue the discussions about the dragon heist. So players, if you will.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Are you back yet, Zil?
we're gone. We're out of the meeting. So
Okay.
So as soon as you leave, then I'll just clock you guys because I'm walking around the edges, and I'll just go into your head and say, "Zil, over here, back corner, back alley."
I think that we should go to a tavern. The
All right.
Dingy Tavern.
Let's go to the Dingy Tavern then.
The Dingy Tavern, whatever it was
Cool.
called. What was it called?
Hag
Bulkhead?
Hotel.
Oh, the Hag Hotel.
Yeah, that was the dingy.
No,
one.
the Hag.
Hey,
Hag
Hag
Hotel was a nice one,
Hotel
wasn't it?
was near the onsen. That was where we stayed last time, I'm pretty sure.
also, if it's spelled that way, it's pronounced Hague.
Yeah, it's Hag. Hag Hotel.
Hagu.
I'm sorry, but God, you are wrong.
Yeah, but I'm also
The
God.
bulkhead.
This is in Undercommon, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah, sweet. So
bulkhead
you guys head
was
to
the
the
shitty
Hag
one.
Hotel.
Hag Hotel was
And
that one. Okay.
yeah, you guys, it's fairly empty in here. There's not very many patrons. There's
I have to kind of usher everyone in. We all sit down. And I
cool.
just welcome him.
I'll
With
just
everything that
quickly
happens.
say to the barkeep and like, we are to be left alone for the next hour or so. Is that understood?
understood.
Thank you.
Before you leave,
You would
good
also
sir,
like your least haunted room.
Let me just have a
Sure.
couple drinks.
yes,
Um,
before you leave, sir, I would like a couple of drinks. Venos, I believe I owe you something quite nice.
A whiskey, yes.
Right.
It is
Well,
on.
10 gold pieces for the bottle.
10 gold pieces for the bottle.
And 2 silver pieces for the rooms.
I believe I will get this one.
That goes a box.
Oh, that's dope.
Sponsor.
Mm.
Turn it upside down and it's no longer cool.
All right, so we
Anyway.
go to the room with alcohol.
Yeah, we would go to the table. We're sitting in the. Oh, I thought we're sitting in the tavern. Are we going to the one of the bedrooms?
Go to the room because it's more private.
Yeah, I agree, actually. All right, so
What do you
Zil,
think?
Zil obviously explains everything that happened. Let's just
Yes.
assume that he did.
Yes.
Well, I think, I heard John mumbling, about something. I think if we should come up with a couple of fail-safes and, well, what I heard him mumbling about is darkness. So I assumed that's Venos, and I was thinking, because usually when we plan stuff, they go to shit anyway. We should plan for when they go to shit. And if myself and Venos were in the face or the front, as you said, Mr.
Front.
Puck?
You guys are the face crew, and we're
Yeah.
the back crew.
Yeah. Well, Pinch, those gems could sound like they're the dragons. Mr. Venos could cast darkness, and then to take some of the blame off Zil, because you could run away because you're always like scared and stuff. And you could be like, ah! And Venos and I could go Viva Revolution! We will capture the mighty Warforge, and pretend that we're actually spies to
Here's,
so
a,
then,
here's an idea. So John here is obviously he can conceal himself quite well. He puts a hood up. He's like, oh, lo and behold, he's like another person. It's fine. But I'm thinking, if we got the French crew, we don't want the French crew to be suspicious. I feel like they need to be wronged as well. Like they've been, stolen from. So I hate to say it, but Ali, how do you feel about being? If we are seen, we're the bad guys, hunted of sorts. If I show my face and I'm like, I stole the gems, I stole the dragons, I don't care. I've been hunted before. It's fine.
Well, same, currently, but I am the bad guy, aren't I? I steal things from people.
But that's very true. So if we have to take the fall,
We take
the
the
thing-
fall.
we take the fall, then the rest of the crew are perfectly fine. We could just make a handoff.
Okay. Well, I was just thinking of I was just going on what John was mumbling earlier. So
Oh, not a bad
I think
idea.
I think that's a good idea to have. I think using Venos as a fail-safe darkness caster, you also can see through the dark, can't you? The magical darkness,
I
can't you?
can see through magical
Yes.
darkness, yeah.
Exactly. So using that in that moment of disorientation is a perfect opportunity. Sold.
If I am to be bait, Chapok, could you try contacting Poncho again?
Oh, do you want to? Yeah, fuck it. Okay, I squeeze Poncho.
You wait a couple of minutes, and then you just hear the voice. You gotta stop squeezing it. I said I'm busy.
For how long? Swear to fuck Poncho. Poncho is uncontactable.
That is disappointing.
Very.
Perhaps we try in the morning.
Maybe, yeah. But why do you need him?
I have asked him to locate an item for me, which would have been incredibly useful in this instance.
Maybe we have the chance to find it. Well, what are you after?
I need it overnight so I can study it. For it to be useful to me.
So you don't want to tell us. That's fine. That's fine. We all have secrets. All right. Well, as Vizil said, I think we need to acquire some shackles.
First thing in the morning, I will head to the market district, pick up some manacles, 4 sets, I think.
He wants to be able to.
What, 4 sets?
4 sets.
Okay.
Where was this
Not
Zill
forceps.
when we needed him for Vimbria?
New Zealand. That's
Shut
the
up.
answer to that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm still here, but I was with family. Azov, how would you feel about inscribing some of your runes into these manacles to give them a sort of an arcane feel?
Yeah, I'll give him a go. He's gonna like pull out the glaive and try to carve him with the glaive, because that's the only thing.
We haven't got the manacles yet.
Oh,
We haven't got, but when
He
we
still
get them,
tries, but
I'll practice
Yeah.
in the table.
Yeah, you
wherever
can
we're
practice,
sitting,
yeah.
or on the ground.
Mm. Wonderful.
somehow he cast a dimension door on the fucking floor.
So I believe all that's left is to organize what is going to happen with the back crew.
So
What is
we
the
need to
plan
make our
there?
way in. Did you find any like extra entrances?
There was one on the back of the, I believe there was one to the back of the Colosseum that led straight into the corridor.
To where the office was.
Yeah, wasn't there, Nathan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not on the back. It's like it's on the southern. Yeah.
Well, it was the one that like led into the corridor where the offices were.
So that would have been the west, technically. I'm looking at the map that you showed me and I took a photo of it.
Yeah, the western
Yeah.
side of where the map was facing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. So here's an idea. Get in. Obviously, we have the individuals in cuffs and everything.
Mm-hmm.
The back crew somehow make their way into that back door. I don't know if there's going to be guards posted, but we'll find a way in somehow. It's going to have to be a little bit of improv there. But if we're in the room and you're unable to acquire the crystals sneakily, Vanos casts darkness. If he can see in the dark, me or Ali could be very stealthy. And Ali, you could be invisible, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Possibly.
Yes.
I could be the only folk guy. And hear me out here. He casts darkness. He hands it off to me while I'm in the darkness because I can't see. Ooh. And then I hand it off to Ali, visible, and then she makes the escape.
There's been no
that is a good
evidence
idea.
on you. I'm going invisible
Also-
with it.
Ali,
Yes.
your mental, like your telepathic link, will be
Yes.
invaluable for this
That's what I was going to
this
say.
operation.
Yes.
I know.
Of
Link
course.
yourself with someone from the infiltrating crew and link yourself with someone from the face crew so that we can maintain contact at all times.
Yes. And then Chapok and I can talk mentally around each other anyway, which will help us.
Yeah, we talk about recipes and all that shit when none of you
All
are
the
doing
time.
anything. It's all the time. It's fine.
You guys don't
Soul.
even know.
As the bait, what exactly are we to do once inside?
Well,
Act menacing. put on your meanest face possible.
Got it.
Oh,
We have we have to sell the story that you two are to be feared, that you two are extremely intimidating mercenaries, criminals who have wandered the cosmos, terrorizing everyone you've come across.
And to be fair, if you guys want to escape, yet again, I'll be the fall guy, and I'm the one that broke you free like the dragons. Sound good?
cool.
Agreed.
Wonderful.
And then lastly, I think, obviously this might go down to some bad shit. I think we head straight to the port after that, or have the ship nearby, if possible.
Yes, I don't think we can get the ship nearby, but tomorrow I will head to the port and try and get into the port master's good graces so that he may have the ship ready to leave as soon as possible. As soon as we get aboard the ship, we want to be able to make leave.
On that note,
Good plan.
where are we going?
Should we go back to our boss?
Well,
I think at least anywhere off the planet for now.
I wouldn't mind heading home for
Where
a
to head home?
moment. To Malachite.
If you want to head there, sure. I mean, I'm sure we could get in contact with our boss and see if he has any jobs in the meantime, but while we're waiting, we can head to your home.
I just need to touch base and then we can get going again, but it's a good place to go. I've got somewhere to hide after all of this.
Maybe to, check in with the, thing that's going on with your sleep.
Yeah.
That's been happening all my life. That's, well, the last 6 years.
It's almost like you need a mental health plan.
It's almost like I need a mental health plan, but I can't get in with a GP around here.
I hear it's godly expensive now as well.
Yeah, they do not bulk bill.
Don't go to the doctor anymore.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, that hurts.
The government has failed us.
Ali will remember that.
Cool, sweet. So, we're for revity's sake, we'll skip to the night, and you guys can bed down for a long rest. Ali, I need you to do a wisdom saving throw, please.
Do I have my cuddle buddies?
During the first hour of the long rest, as John and I discussed earlier, I would like to try and make the hilt of that sword my pact weapon.
Awesome. Make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh no.
Fuck.
The nat one.
Fuck.
Oh no.
Fuck me.
Okay.
There goes the plan.
We're all dead.
That's a dirty 20.
Cool. You take 8 points of psychic damage.
Psychic damage?
Yep. And it does not work.
Huh.
On a dirty
Interesting, though.
20.
Fascinating.
Okay.
Okay, so Ali, lying down in this room, you begin to feel you fall asleep. The darkness takes you. You begin to feel that presence, that creature.
Chelsea bit me.
She feels the presence of the creature too.
She does too.
Ouch, Chelsea.
Oh,
That
she
really
is the
hurt.
creature.
Now canon, that's the creature.
Great, we feared.
I start looking around to see if I can figure out
It's just
any sort of
darkness.
where I am. Mom? Mom?
You
And
hear two phrases, both in two different voices. You hear a female voice first, that says, I'm sorry, my child. And then you hear that creature speak, and it goes, "What are you doing?" And then you wake up covered in sweat.
Write down note.
But alive.
But alive.
And
in
everyone else is
control.
alive.
I got my one sword just over her throat. It's like,
Yeah, the minute she tosses in the bed, it's like throat.
Is Azoth next to me still? Are you slipping near me?
Sure, I would be. Yeah.
You're getting my sweaty body. Next to you, just...
Turns to
Half
ice.
sweaty. The
You'd
other half
love
is
that,
freezing
wouldn't you,
cold.
Azor?
Yeah, I need to cool down.
You'd get stuck. Your sweat would
It-
turn cold and you'd...
It's too bad for him, I guess.
But,
if I turn his back, then it doesn't. You don't have to pick me up anymore. Permanently
True.
there.
Permanent backpack.
Cool.
Did
Yeah,
who was in the room?
I assume Zil,
Wasn't it everyone? Because we
I
only
think
got one room.
everyone is in
Yeah.
the same
Yeah.
room.
Yeah.
I'll be out. No, I'm outside doing my whole looking up at the stars, one looking at the streets, not
is there
sleeping.
a window?
That's romantic.
There is, yes.
Can I fall asleep looking at the stars?
Sure.
Aren't we underground?
Yes.
Yes.
So you're just looking at a rock.
You said there was a window.
Yeah, there's a window. But there's
To
no
the wall.
stars.
Oh, okay. I just missed
So the sweat drops down Ali's balls.
Oh, I have balls.
Ew. Anyway, we'll skip to the next morning. Venos, what did you have?
Oh, I was just going to say that, do we know where Charpok is outside? Like, could I go outside and find him?
I
I'm
would
not
assume
hiding it.
so. Yeah.
I'm just going to give Charpok the hilt.
Huh?
And I'm just going to say,
It's like you just walk out the front door and just hand it to me.
well, I'm gonna go out the front door and say, Charpok! Charpok!
I just push the door that he just walked out. Yes.
And then I'm going to give him the hilt. And I'm like, after my hour of trying to attune to it, I'm just going to say, it hurt me more than it helped me. I don't think it was ever meant to be mine. And I'm going to give it to Charpok, and I'm just going to make my way to bed. Like, fuck that.
Yeah, cool.
So- okay. Now I just have a hit. What the fuck am I supposed to do with this? I just sit there pondering it, and I'm just going to sit down and squat and just look at it.
Orb.
Exactly. And he's just
Cool.
looking at it and looking at every single different, like, orifice of it. Yes, I use that word.
Ooh.
Y'all can mark off a long rest.
Before we
Yippee.
quickly do, I forgot. Can I, before Zil starts snoring,
Not too late.
ask if I could investigate the key? I just want to see if they are just like a physical key, or if there is something more to them, like a innate magical ability, or some sort of magic that will eventually link. If that is okay.
So after investigating it for a little bit, they are just they're not magical whatsoever.
Okay, so they're just a physical.
Yeah, they're just a physical
I
key.
wake up and Vi's standing over me looking
I
at the
would
key,
have
and I'm like,
asked before you went to sleep, you numbnut.
cool, I'm asleep now.
Thanks. Thanks, Dil.
I think I needed to add that quote because
Sweet.
Death Knell's not in.
Everybody, yeah, mark off a long rest. Yeah. And you guys wake up in the morning. I'm going to say for brevity's sake, you easily go and get your manacles, which I believe are 2 gold pieces a pop.
Cool.
So it's
Can I get
gold
herbs to make another
pieces.
potion?
You definitely can.
I'll start doing
God,
one
I'm burning
shot
through the
until
cash
manacles.
reserves, guys.
Cool.
How much?
Can I actually just say out of
However many
game?
dollar amounts you want to get. Yes.
Anyone that needs to change spells to the heist?
Oh, yep.
Make sure you
Does
do
anyone
so.
have a disguise kit?
Already did.
I
Thank
apparently
you.
do.
Don't think there's much.
I believe Venos
Actually-
has a
Oh,
disguise
well,
kit.
No, I
Fair.
don't.
I have
So
a
there's
disguise
this
kit,
guy
yeah.
while
Do you have
they're going-
proficiency with it?
Yeah?
Beautiful.
While they're going to the market, is there anyone that sells spells and stuff?
There is a bookshop that
Oh,
might have
quick
some
sticky.
spells.
I'll have a quick sticky there while they're.
Let me bring up my notes. Actually, there is not a bookshop.
Okay, all good.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
No, you're good. I just wanted to double check.
Yeah.
Grilly,
you
is there
kind
any
of-
spells? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
No, you go.
There you go.
Grilly, is there any
There you go.
spells that you want to change up?
I think I'm good. I was
Okay.
gonna try and do a disguise kit proficiency if no one else had it, but if other people have it, then that's good.
Cool.
So, step 1 of the plan.
I'm gonna make that potion too, just FYI.
Yeah, awesome. Step 1 of the plan, I
Alright.
believe, was to fake Azoth and Sol into
Yes.
being sold.
Yes. So first of all, I get Azoth to carve some arcane-looking runes into each of the manacles.
And then disguising as
And,
off.
wait, yeah, give me a second.
1.
Oh, shut
All
up.
right, mate.
Okay. As we're approaching, well, yeah. So I'm going to if someone Venos, you have the disguise kit.
I do have the disguise kit, yeah.
Could you attempt to disguise Azoth
Sure. Yeah.
in
Cool.
some way?
Make a
Look
D20
like a real
plus
dragon.
your proficiency bonus. Plus your dex.
Excuse you, he looks like a real dragon.
I just
Natural
rolled
20.
that 20.
Yes.
23.
A brand new boy.
Yeah,
brand
so
new
you
boy.
look menacing. You are menacing.
Are we keeping me looking like me, like still a white dragonborn, or
Yeah, I'd say you're still a white dragonborn, but you don't look like the same white dragonborn.
Yeah. You got
Oh,
that
we all
fake
look the same
moustache
to
and
you, I
that big
get it.
plastic nose.
And the glasses.
And the glasses. Cool. So you guys head to the front. You see Rothgar.
I also wanted to say, sorry. I also wanted to say, before, so I want to cast light on each of the manacles so that it looks like the runes are glowing. Is that a possible thing to do?
Roll me an attack with like your spellcaster modifier.
And do it
That
like an.
also
Or a D20
have-
plus your spellcaster modifier.
I'd have my hood right up and my big fluffy clothing
Yeah.
all padded out so I look fucking ginormous. With
And-
just like 2 glowing eyes from in a dark hood.
So
Light lasts an hour, by the way.
yes, yeah. So I want it to kind of hopefully be done in an hour. But I rolled a 12. Did you want my spell attack or just my spellcasting mod?
Your spellcasting mod.
So that's a 16.
Yeah, cool. Easily enough, you like create this fake effect of these glowing runes.
Okay, cool. Sick. We approach the guy
Rothgar?
at the door.
Sweet. Rothgar kind of like looks you up and down. And he's like, "Oh, right, you were here to sell the creatures. Are these it?"
Yes.
Well,
I'm sorry. You're not the one who had to capture them. I find that if you had to face even one of these two while they were shackled, they would put you down easily.
I doubt it. I'm pretty tough. And he like squeezes his arm. Yes,
This
Azoth?
guy.
I'll be like calmly walking towards, like moving in there. And as soon as I get close enough to him, I just want to like growl a bit and just snap animalistically, just like a little.
He just kind of goes, "Oh, you got a feisty one. Well, follow me. I'll take you to the game master Archie."
Yes, Reese.
So while this is all happening, I get Ali, Gwilly, and John, the sneaky people. We go around to the back entrance and we're going to scope it out. We're going to wait probably about, I'm going to say about 5 minutes before we make a move, but we want to see what's at the back first.
Okay.
Also, Ali, did you mentally
Yeah,
link?
I need to mentally link with everyone before we did anything.
Oh.
Just rewind it.
Yeah, we'll pretend
Okay,
like
cool.
you've done that already.
We said
Yeah.
we were going to.
Yeah.
I'll just roll for the amount of hours in a minute,
Okay.
and it's irrelevant though.
Yeah.
Okay, so we walk in there. I'm assuming we're walking behind Rothgar.
Yeah.
Yep. So we follow him through to.
So you guys
Game
begin to
Master.
follow through into that center chamber, and you guys head around. It doesn't take you guys long to make your way to where the office is, in which you are led in. What was the other group doing?
We were scoping out the back entrance
Okay.
to see if there's any people there or anything.
This is the back. This is considered the back entrance.
What about that backpack on the west?
No, so there is no back. So this whole thing goes up against a wall.
Oh.
So this is considered a back entrance because it's not the main entrance that people use.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have to do that anyway. So who's at this entrance then? As in, like, are there any guards or anything like that?
You look around. You're looking through the metal bars. You don't see any guards currently.
Okay. Well, better safe than sorry. So everyone, huddle up. And I touch the small indent in my chest where there's a small little spike. I grab it, and then I just pop my hand down. Tiny little tiny webbing kind of spreads from me, and then it seeps into the soles of everyone's feet. And we all get a +10 to stealth with pass without a trace.
Cool. Sweet. We'll jump over to the conversation in the office. Archie, the game master, kind of gets up from his chair, puts his hand out to shake your hand, Zil. I'm assuming you shake it.
Yeah, I shake his hand. I'm like, Archie, it's wonderful to see you again, my friend.
Yes, it is. Are these the beasties?
Oh, yes, they are. You don't want to get too close, even though we have got them restrained in their manacles. You still don't want to get too close.
Yeah, this what's his name? Azoth the Terrible, looking mighty fierce. Yes, Azoth.
Who's next to me?
Sol would be directly next to you. And then either who's on the front of house crew?
So Vi and Venos.
Vi and Venos, cool. So and then Vi would probably be next to that.
Okay, all good.
Sol.
Just a note of flavor. If any of the not party members try to touch Soul, he is uncomfortably hot for the touch.
Cool.
Smart.
Cool.
Fuck yeah.
He's like, all right, payment, I guess, if that's how we do business. Yes.
Yes, of course. Well, they are yours. Could you do me a favor?
What is it?
I mean, I've always wanted to see a dragon up close. It's kind of part of the reason why I came here. I've never actually seen one in real life. Could you show me where they're kept?
Make a persuasion check. And while we're doing that, we'll cut over to the other group. What are we doing now that we've stealthed?
So looking at the bars and the door, obviously it seems locked. I'm like,
It is currently locked, but it looks like a simple lock. It's just like a key in the front.
Ali, you're up.
Hey, unlock the door.
Cool. Roll me a Thieves' Tools. So D20
guidance.
plus proficiency plus your dex.
Plus your guidance.
Plus guidance.
D20 plus proficiency plus guidance. D20 plus proficiency. 15 plus
So
dex.
basically a sleight of hand, yeah?
Yeah, it is a sleight of hand, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well,
Okay, so
that's
just standard sleight of hand check.
okay, so I'm at 22 plus the guidance. It's a D6, isn't it? Sorry.
Cool.
D4.
Easily,
Ah.
like you straight in, clink,
25.
clink, and then the door swings slightly, making a kind of noise from the metal bars.
Welcome. Mentally, you're welcome.
You're the best.
The danger zone.
Cool.
Stepping in, is there like open rafters and all that sort of stuff here? Like, is there cavities up above us?
No, there is. It's pretty much just a square, like a rectangular stone corridor that heads towards this main area. There's no like hidey holes or anything like that. You guys come up to the first corridor that
Before
heads
that,
back out. Yep.
I turned to Greeley and was like, Greeley, I think this is the best moment for a little scout, don't you think?
Okay, let me just decide between normal spider and giant spider.
Should be pretty easy.
That's spooky as shit.
I mean,
Stealth,
Okay.
giant spider.
in character, Chopok.
Yeah.
What about a giant spider?
How giant are we talking? Is it bigger than a boot?
Yes.
I think the best option here is to scout ahead, not being noticed. Do you think a giant spider could be noticed?
Well, the giant spider has stealth +7.
What about
And then-
them normal?
And then plus 10 with pastoral chase. You know what? You do you.
Plus 17. Fuck.
Fucking hell.
Wild shape into a giant spider.
Awesome. Sweet. So you take the form of a wild, or you try and take the form of a wild.
Oh
giant
yeah,
spider.
sorry, I'll roll
I need
that.
a d20, please.
I'm loving this.
That's a 12. But are you happy for me to use lucky on these in
You
future?
have pass without a trace, so you plus
No.
10.
These ones are
Okay.
exempt from your lucky.
Oh,
No,
okay.
this isn't
Sorry, ignore me,
stealth.
yeah. Sorry,
This is the wild
ignore
shape.
that.
Cool. You take the form of the spider.
Okay, and I will
Scout
crawl
ahead.
on the roof, I guess,
Yep,
and
cool.
scout ahead.
So, coming up into this first corridor, down this large corridor that heads back to the entrance, you see a couple of guards. They seem to be facing the entrance and just kind of talking between themselves.
Where is that on the map? Sorry.
So, you see where the black cursor is?
Yep. Actually, just for stream's sake, can we make this bigger?
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to go into combat. Yeah. So the black arrow down the bottom is you guys. There's that first corridor that heads back to the left. Heads back to the right, not to the left. That it goes to the entrance. Probably about 5-10 feet from that entrance, there are guards currently facing it. So they're not facing towards you guys.
All right. So we should just sneak past and go to the next room.
Cool. I'll need stealth checks.
I'm immediately chameleon carapacing, so obviously I take the same color as
Yep.
the walls in this
Yep,
floor.
and I'll give you advantage for that.
Perfect.
18.
This is so intense.
18.
Is that with your plus 17?
Yes, so I rolled a 2.
Oh.
Well, definitely needed that.
Oh,
Should I
that's a
be
19,
invisible?
isn't it?
Then it would be
It is.
19.
Should I be invisible?
Mm,
I feel
Maybe
like
hold
I
off
should
on
just
that.
Wait, because I don't need to be yet.
yeah. So
Is
I rolled a 5, but that's a 22.
Yeah, cool. You
Mine
guys,
is. I can't figure out the math on mine right now.
what did you roll?
I'm doing it myself.
Oh, calm down.
31.
Oh, all right. Yeah, you guys easily sneak to the opposite side. Just about to head into that big circular area in the middle. You come up to another gate that is locked.
Can the giant spider fit through there?
It can like go through the gate wise. Yes.
All right. Really?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, do you not understand it? Chickadee, chickadee. Spider sounds.
Surely we can speak the same language.
Huh?
You're speaking into my head, aren't you?
I am, yeah. So you can't speak back to me technically in a normal language.
Okay, well, spider attention vibes.
Are you speaking?
Yeah.
Were you gonna
yes.
say something or just my name?
Is that, can you check through the bars for the next room?
Can I check through the bars for the next room?
You definitely can. You check through the bars to the next room and see a guard to your left. So I'll just pop the thing in. You can see it on the map now, just slightly to the left there. Just move it out so you can see it.
I can see a guard, but I can't see myself.
You're the arrow.
You are the arrow.
Yeah, we're the big black arrow.
I can see a. Oh, okay, good. Yep, there is a guard.
Yeah, he's up against the wall, facing towards the center.
Wait a second. I can do something.
Mm.
What does recharge 5 to 6 mean?
It means you use it once, and then every turn you roll a d6, and if you roll a 5 or a 6, it comes back.
Okay.
What is it?
I'll just pass that on then.
Okay.
But what is it?
I can do a ranged weapon attack that's called web that restrains the target, but it means that I can only recharge it if I roll a 5 or a 6.
Cool.
I'll
So
turn to-
what are you telling the group?
What I said I'd tell the group, that the
Okay,
guard
cool.
is there.
Cool.
I'll turn to John and be like, John, do you have anything for a distraction?
I do have some darts on me. I could make a distant noise to disturb the guard.
Maybe we should do that and then just quickly run through to the next one.
I'm going to aim, like
To the right?
To the right, like towards the stairs. I'm gonna
Cool.
like try and hit the stairs.
Yeah, easy. You make a ranged weapon attack with the dart.
Fire that dart, baby.
Dirty 20.
Cool. You see the guard kind of peek up his head and kind of like look around, and he's like, you see him draw his weapon, and he begins moving towards you guys.
Just
Um,
lean up against the wall.
Yeah, leaning up against the wall. The guard heads around to that main first entrance and out of view
Alright.
from most of you.
All right, and then I just tap Ali.
Ali, make me another lockpick check.
Did you want to give me guidance or anything?
Oh yeah, always.
Smacks the back of her head. Here's your guidance.
So 30?
Yeah.
Just that?
You don't even need to get your tools in. You just touch them with the ends of the things, and they
I just
just
look at it.
the gate just swings open.
Use your psychic powers. You're like,
I just
Sweet.
looked at it and it was scared of me.
We're gonna leave there and jump back over to Zill. So you see him kind of go. I mean, if you want to have a look, yeah, but I'd recommend not in person. Let me show you. He heads over to the safe, covering the safe digits. Out from the safe, he pulls a bag and the 2 large pointed crystals. He then comes over to the desk, puts the bag on the desk and the 2 crystals. The bag kind of clinks with money in it, which you can assume that that's your payment. He kind of goes, see the red one, red dragon, green one, green dragon. Don't activate them in here because shit'll get messy. We managed to, when we captured them, we managed to weaken them a bit. And these things, I guess, hold them tight. He kind of holds the green one up towards your eye. And looking into it, you can see a green dragon. It has like this large frill in its center. It's mainly black skin with like this tint of green. And it looks angry.
okay, cool. So,
I look at Zill as in like, they're out of the bag. What do we do? What do we do?
first order of business, I take the bag of gold.
Yep. Do you need to count it, or do you trust me?
I'll have a quick rifle through. You know,
looks
I
about
put my hand in. Okay, cool. I tie it to my belt, and I ask her if I may, and I pick up the crystal. And I look in on the red dragon one as well.
Yeah.
I see the same thing basically.
Yeah, basically, except this time it's a red dragon. It looks, it looks like it's trying to get out and looks very angry. You do also notice if you want to make a perception check real quick for me.
Yes, I would love to.
Is there a blue dragon
perception.
and can it look like this?
22 perception.
22.
Also, my persuasion check before was 23.
Yeah,
but I don't think you've
assumed it
asked me for it.
I'm pretty sure I saw it on D&D.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
So looking through them, you can definitely see that these dragons are very worn out. They're essentially, they look like they're almost gonna die. Like
okay.
they are beat to the shithouse.
These fucks.
Wow, this is incredible. I can't believe you caught these things. This is incredible. Where did you find them?
They were the roving trader kind of came through and had them. We just kind of took them off their hands. Business.
Okay.
Business.
Yeah. Wow. I place the crystal back down on the desk and I say, well, I've seen what I want to see. The deal is done. I'll hand the others over to you. I'll just confer with my bodyguards and make sure the handover goes smoothly.
Right.
I would like to bonus action. Sorry, Sol, you go first.
I was just going to ask, is it just like the party members and the two fuckboys that we're taking their money?
Yeah, so Rothgar and Archie.
Okay.
I would like to bonus action.
Before you get into shit, could I do an Arcana check to see if there's like a specific, if like these crystals are sort of anyway familiar that like he's got a key to them or there's a.
Yeah, you can make an Arcana check.
I'm trying to figure out if there a spell that can unlock them or does
I believe he said don't. I believe
Yeah.
he said don't open them in here.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
she just wants to know.
but like
Yeah,
if-
right.
How to activate it, basically.
Well, yeah. Well, he said don't open them in here, which implies that he doesn't necessarily have a key. But I want to do an Arcana check just to make sure,
Then-
so that if we do run away with these things,
They're not just stuck in the crystal.
they're not just we're just like, well, fuck. Basically. 17 plus 7 is a 24.
Cool. You get the sense that they're activated by like running your thumb across the actual crystal. There's like you kind of notice that there's a little groove that
Yep.
looks like a runic symbol and carved in the actual crystal.
Cool. Awesome.
Cool. Let's head over to the other group. What are we doing, fam?
I am a giant spider.
Heading
So with
to
this
the
door
left
unlocked,
towards with that door unlocked, you guys step through.
yeah, as long as the directions are accurate from what Zil told us and everything, John was there, so perfect. He can lead the way.
Yep.
And I take 8 steps.
So you get to here and you see a guard at the far end of this corridor. He is currently facing towards the gate that you guys just happened to stop at because of the help of Willie.
Can I ask, just real quick, who did Ali connect with?
That's a
Like,
good question. I was
You
just
didn't
going to leave it
say.
up to who it was going to be
I
useful
assume-
for at the time.
Either can you only connect to one person?
Two.
No, two. So two other people.
Yeah.
Could it be Venos and Zil?
Yeah.
Purely because if things go down and basically just go, hey, Venos, trigger, then, spell go
Yeah.
crazy.
I can just trigger it, yeah.
I again just gonna Charpok. I have an incredible running speed. I could perhaps
No.
steal these items now, and I could make distance away from here much faster than everyone else.
Who'll be saying that too?
Charpok.
Sorry, say again.
I have a fantastic movement speed. We are just around the corner from the building. I could maybe deter everyone away from us and take the items and run.
There's not
We
a
have
bad
back
plan.
entrance. No, there is no one at the back entrance. I could definitely make that in moments.
Perfect. I think that's the best plan. Ali can also turn invisible. Can Ali's invisibility activate things that she's holding?
Yes, but she
Yes,
has to be holding them
anything on me.
before she goes
She has to be
invis. Yeah.
holding them. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Well, that's the
Nathan,
plan.
Yes.
sorry, don't mean to interrupt, but would I have gone to the like the harbor, not the harbor master, the
Yes. Yeah. We'll just say that.
the port
that's-
master, and I
Yeah, that's dealt
okay, cool.
with,
I
and
just stressed. I was like,
he's-
fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
he's got the-
he's
yeah.
getting it ready. Yeah.
Mm.
Cool. So
Zil
what's the
was
plan?
gonna-
Getting Ali to relay that information to Zil
Yeah.
and Venos.
Can I
Okay.
communicate back with Ali?
Yeah.
Okay,
What?
I would like to say, on
So just
my
shoot, yeah.
mark, be ready to catch the crystals.
Oh, it's 3 creatures if we want to add an extra person.
Sure.
Oh,
But yes,
so the
we can
invisibility
speak
is
to
a
each
lot of
other.
people. Oh, that.
No,
right.
no. Sorry, talking. The invisibility is
Um,
only me. Unless you wear me as a backpack, then you can also be invisible, but you have to wear me as a backpack.
I'm not that strong.
I want to say back to Ali. I say, be ready to, on my signal, be ready to catch the crystals and go invisible.
A thing
course.
is,
Okay.
no. That here's my thing. And I didn't. Yeah, we need to get Soul and Azoth out.
That's fine. They can. Soul can heat metal on the
Yeah, they're fake manacles, anyways. So
All right.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, we
What?
get the crystals out first, and then
Okay.
I will stay behind for Soul and Azoth.
My plan
I think
is
we'll be fine.
I ask him if I can just look at them one more time before I go. As I pick them up, I mentally communicate to Soul. I say, restrain them. I turn around, throw the crystals to the doorway. Ali dives out, grabs them, goes invisible, makes her escape. Then we all just run.
And
Okay.
can someone?
Actually,
can someone?
I-
I can't communicate this to you guys.
No, I am just going to quietly activate the Astral arms. So I've got a big strength bonus ready. So
Okay.
Ali can jump on the back of me and I can bolt her out.
Cool. Awesome. Sweet. So Zil, you communicate that. You grab the crystals. You turn to throw them.
No.
need
I just want to role play it, you know.
Okay. Okay.
I want to role
All
play.
right. All
Yeah.
right.
Okay. As I like kind of turn and I bonus action mentally link myself with Soul. I turn back around. I go, yes.
Okay.
I go, would you mind if I had another look? It's just
Be my guest.
I've never. Thank you. I pick them up and I mentally communicate to Soul. I say, restrain them.
cool. Soul will burn both his sorcery points and twin cast hold person.
Cool. What's that? A
Wisdom save
wisdom
15.
save. Cool. Fail.
As this
Fail.
happens,
Oh shit.
So
Fuck it,
you
oh.
see them. You see. As yours beginning to turn, he like raises a hand, and then it just goes like stiff. And you see Rothgar like go to draw his weapon, but then goes stiff.
Soul just
Um,
like kicks his hood back off his head, heats up
Mm.
the handcuffs, and splits them apart, and just
I'm-
stares at him.
I'm gonna
I
go
throw.
no, and then like fake cast Ray of Frost and like miss.
Mm.
Okay.
To try to like because he's like burning like no.
It's-
Is Zil just gonna freeze?
Zil, you need to hide under the desk. This
I-
is when
No,
then you
Venos's darkness
throw.
comes into.
Well, yeah, okay. I turn and I mentally communicate to Ali. I say now, and I throw the crystals towards the door.
Cool.
But then,
Make it.
you're seen.
And
Make
then-
an athletics. For
Me?
Yeah.
And in
Oh,
this chaos, then, as the throw happens, can Ali
It's
also
a 5.
Oh.
Cool.
Can I cast?
well can
uh,
well I was gonna say can Venos cast darkness and then everything happens and then he can hand it off.
Oh yeah,
could
that's
do
probably a
that.
better idea.
Yeah.
I mean, if they hit the
I
ground,
thought
they hit
that's
the
what the
ground,
plan
like-
was. I was just
So,
waiting for Venos to do it.
So because we've already done the check, unfortunately. It
Yeah, I was gonna
counts.
say.
You
If I
throw
fail,
them.
I'm gonna use a sorcery point to re-roll.
Oh,
Um,
I was
chrono
gonna
shift.
say,
I can
see-
chrono shift.
Okay, re-roll.
Sorry. Chrono shift. Fuck, what am I doing?
Oh wait, no, wait, give me a second. Let me have a look. Is it? Okay, yeah, sure.
So
Well,
roll
I
again.
think
That was a
Vi
natural
is
20,
Cool. Easy.
-1, but still a
Awesome.
natural 20.
I'm gonna give it to you. You throw it, and just for a split second, you see Arlie's hands just appear from the hallway. Arlie, I'm gonna need a dexterity saving throw. See if you can catch these.
Wouldn't it be
as
like
they're flying?
sleight of hand?
I'd be happy with sleight of hand, either a dex save or a sleight of
I
hand,
would
whichever
rather
one's
sleight
better.
of hand.
Yeah.
But either of those is good. It's. I rolled an 18, and my sleight of hand is plus
Yeah,
10, or my
that's
dex
enough.
save is plus
Rogues
7.
are so
so-
stupid.
That's enough.
Rogues are dumb.
Like full
I
baton
love rogues.
pass. You have these
Mm.
2 large crystals now in your hand.
The second I feel
Um,
both of them, invisible.
Cool.
I am gonna grab, like the moment she catches them, I'm gonna grab her and then taking my Misty Step dash action, full running speed.
I'm gonna, to kind of cover up the throw, after I shoot at Soul, I'm gonna sort of dive towards Bryce and be like, "Sir, watch yourself!"
I think it's too late. He literally watched me throw the.
Well, I that's why I meant to do it before. So I'd be like, and then try to dive.
Just
In
for
all
the
the
sake of it,
chaos.
make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Me?
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
Oh,
Oof.
Yeah.
fuck.
I was gonna
I've got
say,
negative charisma too.
yeah.
This is.
In all the
Um,
chaos, in this chaos that's ensuing,
Yeah.
I will cast my darkness on the Colosseum Master.
Awesome. Sweet.
Then we. Oh, what's the radius on that though? 'Cause then we can't see. trying to get out.
disadvantage? You said, yeah. I think that is a 8.
Cool.
Which I rolled really good the first time.
Yeah, he's definitely not buying it. Azoth?
Like at the start of this, I just like to also break out of my shackles, and as the chaos is happening and darkness is spreading, I'm just not breaking eye contact with the red dragonborn and just slowly trying to make my way out.
Yeah, cool. I'm gonna say, yeah, for the sake of it, you guys, so you just break out of the manacles, you start heading to the door as Zill throws them, and then Zill starts making it to the door. Venos, you cast your darkness. That room is completely pitch black, but it does not affect any of your friends as you guys are all
Okay,
barreling
thank
out of this hallway back to the south entrance.
So,
Just to clarify, because I specifically have cast it on the Colosseum Master,
Yeah.
darkness follows the person or the object that it's cast on for 1 hour.
Yeah.
So no matter where he goes.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
I'm blind!
Cool.
This is related to what Jordan just did. Am I close enough to just hover above his head?
As in whose head? The Colosseum
The
Master.
person he cast darkness on.
Yeah, but you'd be within the darkness.
I have blind sight.
Yeah,
To see
you
through
would be then,
magical.
yeah.
Ha!
Oh no, because yeah, it's magical darkness. I don't
magical
think blind
darkness,
sight.
you have to believe.
Like he's my friend.
Yeah, I don't think blind sight works.
Doesn't blind sight, isn't it because, the spider's supposed to be able to rely on senses other than sight? So shouldn't it work?
Magic.
Yeah, but it's magic. I don't think it does.
This is not what I came
no, hold on, I think
runner-up
she's
in
right.
Primary
Just
to be
run,
club
just
for.
And so it says
But
that,
anyway.
Unless you have true sight, devil's sight, or a method of seeing that does not require eyes, such as blind sight or tremor sense, you cannot see through magical darkness.
Oh, there you go. So you can see.
Which would suggest that blind
Yay.
sight and tremor sense
Yeah,
can both
cool.
see through magical darkness.
Yeah, so
Well, I would like to hang out above that guy then.
okay. You're not escaping?
No,
leaving.
I'm a giant spider. I'm stealthing
Like
and
all.
I'm hanging out above that guy.
Okay.
John
gonna leave you
and
behind.
I'll be
John
right
and
back.
Ali,
I'll
they're gonna
catch
have a
up.
crystal each and just fucking legging it.
Yeah.
I'm holding
Unless
both
John
of
wants
them.
to do something.
No, I'm 120 feet fucking gone.
Sol?
I'm on the way out. I'm melting the gates shut.
Yes.
Yeah. So you
Yeah, I'm
guys
following
all
us.
leave with Gwilly still in the room.
I'm stealth. Do you want me to roll stealth?
Yes, please.
Oh, so Gwilly's
Really?
not coming with us?
Are you not coming
No.
with us to get
I'm
on the
gonna
ship
see
to
what
go to another
happens.
planet?
I mean, she is
What?
a big spider, I guess.
I'm a big spider. You can wait for me. For
Can
like 2 seconds, please.
Does Guili still get the plus 17 to stealth?
I rolled
She
a
does
nat
not.
20, and I have plus 7.
So 27. Sweet. You
Plus
you
the
think you
10.
believe you're not plus the 10 because you guys are out of range now.
Yeah.
Okay.
If they are not like actively, successfully chasing the other guys,
Well,
then
they're
I'm gonna
frozen
pull
in
it
place
down.
at the
Paralyzed.
moment.
They're paralyzed.
Yeah.
They can't move.
How did you guys do all
I held
this?
person
Old
them.
person.
Hold
If you
person.
listened, you would know.
Yeah.
We explained it all
You-
pretty clearly.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
That's all right, I should've
hang out
scuttled
there.
out slowly
I rolled
upwards.
I've got 27 stealth. I'll chill.
Okay.
Or
So
someone can yell in my
we're
head
currently
to
escaping.
leave.
We're currently escaping to the airship to flee the planet.
Okay,
Yeah,
so someone
we
is
run
yelling in
like
my
we
head
leave.
that we should leave.
yeah. Cool. You guys all begin heading to the main train station that has the thing on the dock on the top. You guys sprinting at your full speed all the way there. John and Ali, you guys make it there first and are easily taken to the ship that you guys have. And you guys are like easily get some stuff ready for the rest of them,
Yeah.
and they all
Prepping
rock
the
up
ship
at the
ready to
same
go.
time.
I like
And-
mentally message Ali because I'm still contacted. I'm like, prepare the ship, get the ship ready.
Cool.
Ready. Get here.
So you guys, the rest of you are running through the street trying to get to this ship fast enough. So I need Dex, just a standard Dex check. From the lot of you, just to see how fast we can get there.
I'm
were
just
you
gonna
dead?
like now.
I rolled a 19.
I think our Dragon Ball's
Through
asleep.
sleeping. Either that or his internet froze.
Oh,
Yeah,
hold on.
one of
Yeah.
the
It's this
two.
way.
He's having one of these moments.
No way that Drew fell
That was
asleep.
so uncouth. I love that.
I rolled an 18. I'm paying
Okay,
attention now.
cool. Yep.
Just for the record, now that I made it back, I'm just going to wait until someone tells me that someone hasn't made it or they're struggling, and I'm going to start spending key points to make it back out to them and grab them.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
There he
Oh,
is.
yeah,
Internet.
Oh,
What a hilarious
was
position to
asleep.
freeze in.
And
That
now
was
our overlay's
classic.
all weird.
Oh, I'm Thanos.
Lol.
I rolled a 15, it's fine.
Yeah,
Oh,
I rolled a 16 as
Hold
well.
on. Nathan, call out who you want.
Okay, so start off with Sol.
16.
Cool. Ali. Oh wait, no, you're already there.
Already there.
Gwilly.
18. I already told
Cool.
you.
Venos.
15.
Vi.
16.
Zil.
19.
Azoth.
Oh my
You woke
god.
up? Nah, he's gone again.
He's gone again.
Oh, no, there he is.
Oh no, he's here.
Actually,
Yep.
I was going to say,
Stealth.
Hey,
Stealth.
did you
fall
roll
asleep, mate?
through.
No, Dex roll, mate.
Dex roll.
What, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
like,
I missed all of that. Sorry, everything. I disappeared. Dex roll is not good for me.
You froze with your eyes shut and it looked like you were asleep.
Oh no.
Oh, he's frozen again.
No.
14.
14.
Nice.
Sweet. So you guys running through the streets make it to the ship, and you guys take off. You guys see the hole on the top of the Sediment Central slowly opening, and you guys maneuvering through the likes of Zil sitting on the helm, make your way out and into orbit. As you do, you guys see a small patch of darkness, like moving sporadically throughout the streets, as this one guy has darkness cast on him. Congratulations, you have freed the dragons.
Fucking
Not to
well
mention-
done, lads.
Fucking
Good.
ridiculous amount of
Bloody
gold.
work.
We could
A
keep-
heist that actually worked.
And
Can I just mention,
guys,
Heisted.
we got away, but we didn't do it stealthily. They knew exactly who stole it. So
We
much
didn't
for a
have to,
fall
so-
guy.
We
Still,
did not
who cares?
have to fight or kill anyone. I call that a win.
and I pull the the bag of gold off my thing. We
Yes.
now have 5,250 gold pieces.
Woo.
Fucking
Oh,
huge.
Be careful with those dragon gems. They open via touch.
Who's touch?
Okay.
Just
You just touch it.
No, I will not let
No,
anybody
no.
touch.
There's there's a groove. I think it looks like it. It kind of looks like you kind of have to touch it and like rub it in a sense spot.
Yeah, we're gonna wait till we're at like a dragon sanctuary or something.
Yeah. Just so because it's touch, I should warn you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm
Don't
gonna
want to
put
be
these
playing with that.
Being in
somewhere
space now, you
safe.
definitely have enough space to do it.
Yeah.
No, we
But
don't.
then I
Not on the
can't get them
deck.
back in. What am I gonna do with 2 dragons?
Perhaps
I-
considering in their, I'm assuming that we've communicated that they're in a bit of a rough form and all that sort of shit.
Mm.
Would just by knowing how much space we have with the space jammer and like area around the ship, would we know if they fit in the space?
They would
probably
only
would
just on the deck.
Do
But
we
then
know
you'd also
dragons
think that
survive in the void of space because I assume they cannot.
Why?
each creature
why
can
in the void
can
of
survive.
space?
Each creature can survive for 1 minute outside of an air bubble. But
Unless
when we
they're a
have more
dragon.
creatures,
Why not just do it
unless
in
Yeah,
the
what the fuck?
specifically
Before we
unless they're a dragon,
We should not summon
but
dragons.
then if we open this dragon while in our own air bubble, the air bubble will deplete because we
Very
have
quickly.
a large creature consuming oxygen.
Thank you for the new follow.
We should wait until we land on a planet to
Absolutely agree.
release these dragons.
Why not create some more chaos and as we go up, release the dragons?
Where?
They could just get caught again.
Well, they could also punish who stole them, couldn't they?
But they can only survive for 1 minute in space.
No,
Yeah, I'm
they
not
can't.
saying in space. I'm saying
Dragons are magical
Oh, they
beings.
can.
They make
Well,
their
and
own.
we're
also
already in
there's a-
space anyways.
And
Oh.
also, isn't there a big like pocket of
Yeah.
oxygen around the ship anyway?
Yeah,
Mm.
there
I
is.
thought-
We're talking in circles. We're literally talking in circles right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
So
also,
we should wait until we
dragons
get
are
up
also
to a planet.
very, very hurt.
So yes, you would know that they would be able to survive in space.
But we should wait until we get to a planet.
We
I
should
say
wait
we
until
free them
killing
now.
word, for
Dragons are very,
example,
very
on
hurt.
dragons.
I say we free them now too. I agree with Charp.
I say it was bedtime an hour ago.
Yeah.
So no.
Mm.
I
It's only
reckon we
because
should have done it
no,
as we're
no.
going up, but that's just me.
No. All right.
If you free them
Um,
now, we'll end straight after that.
No,
I'm not
I wait
freeing
till
Should
them.
we heal them
No.
first?
we're not
No.
freeing them.
No,
We're freeing
I'm
them.
not
till we get-
freeing them.
Not
Okay.
freeing.
I'm not
us.
freeing.
What do they
Yes,
want?
now.
Okay, let's have a quick vote. Freeing?
No.
Oh,
As
No.
the captain, I'm saying we're not freeing them.
We're
As
not
opposed
Not on
to
my
who's
ship.
in
Can we
possession
regroup
of them.
next session rather
Nathan,
than going
actually,
circles?
now that I think about it, Nathan, because we've talked about this, there's probably going to be a bit of discussion about some things, and maybe next session.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Easy. Yeah. Well, then we are going to end that now. Thank you all people for joining.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming along. If you haven't already, check out our socials. We have an Instagram, we have a YouTube. YouTube has some of the older VODs on there. And the Instagram has like a whole bunch of posts on our characters. If you'd like a little bit of background information. And yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, everyone.
100%.
Do